actually send you information on that because it's kind of cute.
Correct. I am on Roll20.
I am on Roll20 as well. I'm looking Dragon up at this.
Things stuttered slightly when I logged into Roll20, but it seems clear right now, so if need be, I might drop out of Roll20 if it gets really bad and just try to run it by voice.
Okay.
Ask somebody to roll, but for now we should be fine.
Okay. There's the link for you, Tygon. If you pre-order it, you get 4 extra beta keys, which is kind of what I did, is hand out some beta keys that I got because I pre-ordered it.
Of course, if you pre-order it, Svnt will be sad at you for not spending more money on miniatures, but...
Yes. This is always a reminder that any money that you should be spending on anything else should be going to miniatures. In fact, I would like to point out that Zv cried a little when you realized where I got this.
just a little crying.
Svi, I was in the tabletop gaming store earlier today, and why didn't it have HSD books everywhere?
Thanks for shoving that in, because I don't have Chinese distributors.
Store.
Actually, it was a really shitty store, so I'll probably go with that one. Oddly enough,
they
Fed's on
clearly
the
weren't
side.
a cool enough store to realize how cool HSD was.
It must have been it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the two people sitting there were telling really shitty jokes.
I'd like to point out, Tygon says he's already upped his pledge to 220.
Thank you, Tygon.
And that's like European money, I think. So that's a lot. Or I don't know. I don't actually know.
Yeah,
how math
European
works.
money is better than not European money.
Yeah.
Well, shouldn't that still be the same because you still got to pay whatever the currency the Kickstarter says?
Yeah, it doesn't go in the way.
Shh. It still pays more than everyone else. Shh.
No, there's actually a little toggle where I can switch whatever dollar value is listed there directly to pounds with no loss of numerical value. It's pretty amazing. So I just wait until somebody invests like $200 and I click the pound button and suddenly it doubles. It's very good.
That would be kind of amazing, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Alright, let me post the link over here. Luckily, I can post it now and they won't know what I've been up to. The only one that knows is Tygon because he showed up.
As an aside, I watched Anu play this. I mentioned it in the thing. I watched him play the game called Let It Die.
Hmm?
And part of the mechanics of it is if you die, your dead body becomes a hostile NPC in that area.
Oh, that's fun.
I was watching Anu play, and at one point I made a comment saying, "Oh, you found Richie," because his brother has some.
Oh, yeah, that's the PS4 one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the PS4 one. And then he died to him, and he at the death screen he didn't realize I was literally saying that was Richie. He's like, "Oh, this means Richie's died once." And I just looked over and I'm like, "Yeah, you just got owned by him."
That's awesome.
He was like, "What?" I was like, "That was Richie. That was fucking him."
Also, since you usually play on console stuff, Kronos, just so you know, I think you can play this game, the Friday the 13th, for free on Xbox and PS4 right now. Well, it's up for the next couple days.
Oh wait, how many days by
probably
like next
be a
week?
little more interesting if I.
Yeah,
that would probably be a little more interesting if I hadn't just thrown $40 at them anyways.
Oh well, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize that you were doing that just now. Sorry.
No, it sounded. I've seen games that play like that, and I think I watched some YouTuber play something similar to that, if not exactly that.
Just one moment here, Zev. I'm sorry that Kronos isn't spending $40.
You've done a really good job pimping this Friday the 13th game, son. You've done a really good job at that.
I don't need miniatures. I have Amiibo. That's enough of a fucking problem for me. Hell, I have 2 more of them.
I like that we're spending better
I
than
don't need an additional problem.
I have a question. Can we play HSD?
Yes, we can play HSD now. Okay.
I hope so.
Okay.
No, we're still not done with the Friday the 13th commercials. We should put that back on the channel.
No, we're gonna remind everybody that you should buy HSD minis so that Zev can have an adorable deer as a starter reward.
On this episode of HSD, the group is chased by a man wearing a hockey mask and wielding a machete.
Why do you ruin
Oh
all
god,
of my
it's Jason X
plot
again.
Yes,
in space?
Alec, Jason X, but with animals.
Yep.
Okay, so We are back to playing HSD. I think everyone's here, except for Blackie, who we know he can't be because of work.
Running around screaming, "I'm secretly a dog under this mask."
Alright, so I need a recap, because we've had about a week off.
Yeah.
Who's
Okay.
giving me my recap?
Good luck, Ellie.
Okay, now I remember the ending because we got rescued. Oh yeah, we repaired our ship and we got back up into space, and then we contacted the progenitor ship, and they came in, they drugged us up, and then that was it.
Yeah, we fell unconscious, and there was various debates over how people were going to become unconscious.
Yeah, Ty's not unconscious, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. I was going to say we.
Yeah, Ty's people who are going to be committing heroic rescue are all
Ty
unconscious.
isn't unconscious when this all goes down.
Yep. I believe that Mordecai, Harold, whatever his name is, tried to threaten our one lifeline into something. I don't remember what.
So he's unconscious too.
Yeah, he got unconscious anyway.
I got gas.
Blindfold. I thought you got blind. Oh no, you're right.
You took the one kid and then sucked on gas, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm technically not unconscious. I'm not much use in the state I'm in, but I'm not unconscious.
You're just slightly disabled right now.
I am blind and deaf.
Yes, you're blind and deaf. Alright, so I'm going to give everybody 1 XP for that. I'm going to give nobody the other XP because not one person did it entirely well on their own.
Aww.
I didn't hear you helping Sam.
I'd like to point out I am the judge.
It's been a week and I remember the last bit, and I did it.
You did it as a weird little sing-song. Negative XP. Okay, so...
Survivor recap again.
You will.
See?
You will. You like the XP from it, usually. Alright. So, now that we're kind of accustomed to that, and you reminded me of something that I had forgotten.
Oh, that's worth an extra XP.
Yeah, but I don't know who to give it to. So, it's...
Me, because I snuck into things.
Okay, I can give that. Here you
Why
go.
don't we just invest it in the Friday the 13th Kickstarter, Sam? We can put it over there.
Your toggle's going to be coming up with these Kickstarters constantly for you now. Okay, so... God damn it. Alright, so... Ty. The ship gets going. They don't seem to notice you because you have squirreled away and hidden into some cabinetry. Yeah, he squirreled away and hidden in some cabinetry or something like that. You can see them going through the motions of what you would assume is proper decontamination. Hours are going to start to drift by. What are you doing?
I am actually going to try to sneak around the ship to get an idea of what's going on here.
Alright, give me some sneak rolls.
Alright.
You could have solved this whole being the only conscious person left thing by saying, I do the only thing that makes sense to do after all this. I take a fucking nap. Just go to sleep in the walls. Oh look, we're all unconscious again.
Yay!
And that is simplified twice, but still, I don't have much faith.
Completely hose yourself over. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, as you're deciding to sneak around, the decontamination lights start to go off. Foreign entity detected. The doctors look around in a panic, and one of them goes over and is holding his hand on what appears to be a safety mechanism, waiting for the other doctor to evacuate the room. And the other doctor starts yelling, "But there's patients in here! We can't incinerate the room! There's patients in here!"
I would have considered a bleach spray before incineration was the
Oh,
first
come on!
fucking
Progenitus is totally gonna incinerate it.
I'm really picturing the foreign contaminant sound being like Mo from Wall-E, just foreign contaminant.
Foreign contaminant.
Barely can figure out what it's saying.
Alright, so group wipe in 5 minutes. Alright.
They start while the one guy's holding down basically the dead man switch. One of the gentlemen in suit starts growling and grabbing people in their little bubble wraps that they're in for examination and dragging them out into the hallway. You know, stacking them up like cordwood. By the way, you guys will feel this later.
These people would die in a virus situation.
Yeah, I know. So they have all the wrapped people moved out, and it looks like they're about to leave the room and let decontamination take over.
So, I want to make sure I understand correctly. They do not appear to have seen me, it's just that the sensor system has noticed me.
The sensor system has noticed you.
Quick, give it a logical paradox. It'll shut down.
I'm not William Shatner, unfortunately. We can all dream, though. I am going to try to hide amongst the cordwood. I mean, stacked sleeping bodies. Yes, that's the word I meant.
Alright, give me one more stealth roll. Do well. Don't roll a 1.
Again, double
You're starting that
simplification.
So, a 9? That's the best you got me?
Yeah.
It's actually not bad, because they are kind of distracted at the moment. Alright, so they don't seem to notice you as they stack everything up. The doctor inside holding the kill switch turns to sprint for the door. It seals up behind and just goes... Poof.
I like to
A
think they were
large
just
amount of
talking about
everyone's
it and
equipment has
costume
just gone
too.
up in fire.
Awkward.
I had nothing to do with that, and no one can prove otherwise.
So all I can think of is this originally started as like a bleach spray solution, but after it failed the first time, they kept upping the ante, and every time it fails, they make it more and more dramatic.
They did.
Because these guys are chucking the foreign contaminants out into the hallway and stocking them up every time.
See, I'm just assuming it was supposed to be a bleach spray, but they don't actually know how to make those properly for some reason, and it exploded in flames one time, and they went,
Bleach is
that
fire,
works.
right? Bleach is fire, right?
Bleach is basically
works.
burning. Alright, so the two guys are in the hallway. They kind of sink against the wall next to the pile of cordwood, aka the party, and other people catching their breath. And you're hidden pretty well under the bodies, right?
Yeah, that would be the plan.
Alright. While you're hidden under the bodies, this has been many hours have gone by. There's kind of this weird squirming above you. And that's when the screaming starts. How adventurous are you going to be about watching?
What's the worst that could happen?
Can you repeat the question one more time?
How adventurous are you going to be about watching?
About watching what's happening, or
Yes, are you gonna squirm out to see what's going on? Or are you just gonna tuck in where you are and hope for the best?
I am not going to try to get out, but I am going to see if I can stay hidden and kind of
Perceive what's
see
going on?
out. Yes.
Alright, give me a search then. That would be a body acuity?
Perceive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I loved all these words we had.
Well, that was easy. It is the exact same roll, but not simplified. So, no.
Alright, so the only way you could really know what's going on better is if you moved out. You have not managed to wiggle in any way to keep your cover and go out without getting exposed. You can hear kind of muffled screaming, tearing of flesh and fabric. More alarms start going off. There is a trickle of blood that works its way down over the wrapping above you and starts dripping onto the top of your head.
Does he sound like little girls screaming by chance?
He doesn't have a good enough roll.
Oh. It was mostly for my benefit. I kind of want to know if I'm being killed.
I should have taken that rodent.
Do I feel dead?
Do I feel dead?
So does the screaming appears to be coming from in the pile, like at the top, or does it appear to be coming from?
It may have started at somewhere near the top, and it has kind of migrated, perhaps further away. You can hear alarms starting to turn on. You can hear doors being slammed. It's starting to sound like chaos. There is... Unfortunately, you don't have a very good roll. So that's about as much as you can get out of that. You can't really make out anything else.
It's too bad they didn't put those quarantine solutions in the hallways, too.
It's too bad they wouldn't have left them in there, huh?
Oh, God, oh, it burns.
Are you gonna
So the only way I am going to be able to get a better idea of what's happening is if I try to get out of the pile, right?
Pretty much at this point, you have rolled so badly, that is the only way.
Okay, I'm going to logic.
You have to change your situation that drastically.
I am going to use logic
Yes.
to try to discern whether I am in extreme danger if I just stay in this pile, or if it may be safer to try and find a different place.
Alright, give me a logic roll.
I like how should I be moving the party to a safer place is not part of this role.
You think I like you people that much? See, this I can do.
Alright, as far as you can tell, the screaming seems to be migrating away. So whatever it is, must not really be that interested in the stationary objects that you are currently messed with. But there is already blood here, so there is nothing to say it won't come back, but you don't think you're in current immediate danger.
Okay. I'm staying here.
Alright, how long are you willing to stay there?
The rest of my natural life.
Well,
that
that depends on what things might start happening around me.
All right.
For instance, if I
Without
start hearing
stimuli.
loud thumping, or without stimuli, I will follow Newton's second law, or is it third law? Either way, I will stay at rest unless acted upon by external stimuli.
Okay. The sounds become slightly more distant. There is the creaking of the ship. Give me another search roll. We'll see if you can pay attention to this.
Ooh.
Very bad.
The dice want me thinking, not doing.
Alright, so that's technically not a critical fail, right? Or is it a critical fail?
It's not a critical.
Okay.
It just
think we
cancels
need to do
out a
one.
success.
Yes, there was no success
No,
there
that's
anyway.
not.
Oh, no, wait.
Out
Yeah.
of combat.
Oh, yeah. It might be more failures than successes. Let me look really quick.
It's at least one failure and a critical fail and a one. So
Yeah, but I think you might need 2 wands. I just can't remember.
Okay. All right, you
Um,
double check because I
yeah,
think
I'm
you were
looking.
involved in the making of the rules.
You shut up. I'll figure it out.
I'm sorry, I need to show off
Possibly.
my new Kickstarter for Friday the 13th.
The 13th.
Uh-huh.
I'm loading this up.
Uh-huh.
All I'm getting is Halloween music in my head. I can't think of any. Yeah.
I don't get
Ah,
what this is
crap.
has to do with anything.
Shatner. Oh wait, no, just guy with a white mask. Sorry.
I don't know. Nowadays, that might be scarier.
See, the joke is the Mike Myers mask was a William Shatner mask.
I was just making a white.
It got really awkward.
Greater than half your dice are wands. No.
Yeah, only half his dice are ones.
Literally half my
only,
dice
only
are.
literally
yeah.
half his dice are ones right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't critic fail, but you failed big. You failed big.
And you
Okay.
can critique my failure.
I can critique it. Okay, so it's bad failing. All right, so you fail to really keep track of what happens. It kind of goes Gaussian. The stress gets to you. All you can really start hearing is the sound of your own breath and your heartbeat, which is racing occasionally. But whenever you try to hear, you hear silence.
And your heartbeat.
Emptiness.
Great. I'm in that Sandra Bullock movie.
You're also in between hearing silence and hearing things that you don't think are actually there, like, you know, soft music and stuff like that, like do 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 do, but you know it's not there.
Yep, I'm in that Sandra Bullock movie, The Net.
Oh, okay, you're in that. I don't think I've seen that one. All right. So time continues to pass. The lights begin to flicker on the ship, and it dips to one side. The pile of bodies you're under suddenly start to keel over.
Whatever they doped us with was really effective.
It is. It's really good. The entire grouping of people that you're under starts to slide slightly down the hallway. They're all in these wrapped bags. And there is a loud creaking noise that, despite your panic, you can hear the moaning of the ship.
Oh my. So you're saying that my cover is starting to
Migrate.
cease to be good cover.
It's migrating away from you as the ship has taken some sort of a tilt.
Either we're listing in space or we're re-entering orbit.
Mm-hmm.
So is a person really bad at piloting? Allie, it's the best news. We're blowing up another ship and landing on the planet that we keep going back to. Don't worry, I'll only be 80% of the problem.
Damn it.
Well, alright, let's do a quick
So,
search
you
check, because
promised
this
it.
can't go badly, and see if I can see any problems that I might encounter if I'm trying to sneak out of this migrating pile of bodies.
Okay.
Why are we starting in space? We're re-entering orbit. Oh, for fuck's sake.
That or we have a really shitty pilot.
No! How can a shitty pilot cannot change the fucking interaction of artificial gravity?
All right.
Should've used
Never
You
turned it off.
actually do well enough, Ty, that you notice
Yay.
something that you didn't notice before, because you roll so shit. You're still bad at anything else. The sky is blue out the window.
Wait. Aren't we on like a sulfuric planet?
Hours and hours ago,
Yeah.
you were.
So we're at a better planet.
Well,
High
yeah.
five!
Better might be subjective.
We get to crash on an ocean planet now.
Hooray! Alright, good news, guys.
The clouds are going by quickly, and
Oh,
you
it's
can see
windy
like a
outside.
little bit of fire on the outside.
No, it's windy and on fire outside.
We are back on the sulfuric planet.
Alright, time to start sneaking. I'm getting the hell out of
You
here.
do realize Alton is in the pile, and you could turn him back on.
Oh, I didn't know they had
Do
that.
I
extra.
see Alton in the pile?
Alton is in the pile. You would have seen him get thrown there.
Alton's not.
He's not on. You could reactivate his stuff. probably.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I can see and hear again.
I know he's in the pile,
Yes.
and I perceive him from
Let's
my
try this roll and
situation.
see what happens. I want to see. Yeah.
Is
Yes,
in all else the
you see
debatable
him.
thought of would he think I'd actually be you
Yes, you see
other than I murder thing.
You see. Well, that's the thing is he wants you in front of him.
That's fair.
All right. So Alton is visible on the pile. In fact, he was quite heavy, and you had to kind of shimmy under there. Alton, now that you've kind of shimmied out of the pile a little bit to look around, because I'm assuming you would have because the pile's moving anyway, there is gore and blood everywhere. It looks like at least 2 people have mostly exploded.
I probably hope they weren't little girls.
One of them
But
is
on that
Magical
kind of
powers.
Well,
one of them was a little girl.
Oh no!
more importantly, I hope it's not either little girls currently in the party.
The shiny is dead. Long live the shiny.
Congratulations, Allie.
But
Now you two can fight over.
Yeah,
Alton,
well,
Alton
I
is
don't think Donna
visible.
really cares, but
Alton is visible there, though.
All right. Let's try repair roll.
that's like it
Actually, it's a
says.
medicine
Try.
roll, I believe, isn't it?
No, it's repair for cogs.
Oh, okay. I thought it
Did
got
that
changed.
get changed back?
I thought it got
Wait,
changed
it
to
changed?
medicine.
No, I
Yeah,
thought
it changed
there
to
was,
medicine last you told me.
Yeah.
there was some confusion. So
I thought medicine was... Well, actually, technically, it'd be probably repair because he's setting your things to work again. It'd be medicine, though, to fix your hit point loss.
it's repair.
Yeah, this is repair.
Yeah.
Okay, because otherwise you're fucked. But oh wait, no, I don't have a Fulton medicine in this build.
Okay.
You're not as fucked, but okay. So that'd be body exert repair. All right. So that's 2.
Good enough?
Okay.
Alright, Alton, your audio and visual suddenly come up. You are half in some sort of plastic decontamination wrap, and there is a pile of bodies, a lot of blood and gore and bits of people everywhere. Looks pretty bad. Hey, but no, don't worry, Ty's there. He's alive.
The person he kind of
Things
groans when
got
he
even
wakes up.
worse.
The person he groans when he wakes up is this not too. Push bodies off him.
Yeah, you
It's like,
might
what the hell
try to
happened?
be a little subtle. I think we might be watched or something.
Yeah, it's a good thing to tell me before I start moving instead of after the fact.
I can't help the fact that you decided to immediately start moving.
It wasn't
I
like
should
him in
have
the
talked
pose
to you
order.
once.
Do you to think about things for once?
I woke up underneath a pile of bodies. This is a perfectly normal day of the week to me.
Blink.
And I'll continue getting up.
I was frozen today.
Aw, congratulations.
Aww.
You will be beloved by children for decades.
Yay.
Do I still have my armor in that? Did they just...
No, unfortunately, they had
it.
somewhat taken that off.
More important to the fact, do I still have the battle axe?
Also, been taken off recently. They were checking you over.
It's almost like it's a bad thing to get captured by people.
No, you see, they were very
Rescued.
helpfully going to be taking all of your guys' gear off, putting it in handy little, Ziploc containers. It might be under a layer of burnt plastic now somewhere. By the way, the room next to you looks scorched.
Alden's actually there. It's like, what happened there? Did you cause that?
It was some stupid scientist.
More to the point, did you cause that?
Some stupid scientist decided to light a room on fire.
Last I recall, they don't just decide to light rooms on fire.
Oh yeah, and they just decide to blow up bodies randomly.
The ship
Well, to be
starts
fair, that's
to
more
tilt
likely them
again.
getting murdered.
Its angle is becoming more sharp.
Are we
The
following?
angle of the dangle is getting alarming.
Possibly. I'm
Okay.
here. It's not like I know what the hell is going on everywhere on the ship.
I don't know, I'm not a scientist. What the fuck do you want?
Can I see the kids?
I better wake up the brains of
You
this
roll it?
operation.
I did just that 10
You
is
can
it.
totally see the kids. They are inside their handy little plastic wraps, and they seem to be mostly in their skivvies. Actually, everyone's
Well-
kind of in those white, futuristic skivvies, like from Alien, when you get put in the tubes.
Ripley undies.
Yeah, Ripley undie time.
Oh my.
Can we spend extra experience to get the ones from Fifth Element instead?
Okay.
Straps?
How much XP am I getting?
I'm willing to pay N XPs for Fifth Element wraps.
Wow. You can,
Alden's going to wander into the burnt room and start searching.
the
Gee,
burn
oh my.
room is sealed right now.
Oh, damn it.
But you can look through the glass and you see a lot of your stuff. Anything that could be susceptible to high intensity heat has been a little charred. Any armor in there will have taken 15 points of damage.
Poor Kay.
And weaponry hopefully was under the armor.
That's usually it, yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to try to unwrap these presents that I really didn't ask for.
I didn't ask for
It's like a
this.
shitty Christmas.
This is the Christmas game!
What have to roll to try and get into the sealed room?
You would either need to hack it, finding a console, or use a key card if you had one, or maybe a repair check, or you could just try to bash your way in, but that would be extremely rough because it's going to have a lot of hit points.
Okay. Can I see a console?
Give me a search roll. We'll see if you can find an active console. No, you can't. All you see is blood. There's blood everywhere in a scorched room, and some unconscious kids, and Ty is unpacking people, and it's just a mess, and you're angry because your stuff's on the other side of that door, and the door's in the way. Ty, you are able to unwrap the kids. They are fairly out of it.
Okay.
I just realized! The blinker's inside me. I teleport through the door.
Oh, this is gonna go well.
Okay, you teleport through.
Because I can flat out do that.
I didn't know you had it inside you.
Yeah, how's it inside you?
That thing I'm pretty built in, isn't it?
No, it's
Like,
it's
it's a
like a
surgery.
backpack.
No, it's
It's equipment.
It's an equipment.
Oh.
It's not a surgery.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I thought it was a surgery.
Nah, it's like a backpack.
Ah.
No, it's on the other side of the thing. You can't blink.
God damn it. No, I thought it was a surgery. Fuck.
No, the transcendent implants are surgery. There's one that does that, but that thing costs even more than that. Because that's like 1,500 credits versus like 500, I think, for the back version. All right, so
The backpack's more expensive, but it's got multiple uses
Yeah.
for combat and stuff.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's something you wear.
Damn it.
all right, so hi, you managed to pull them out. There are little tubes that seem to be running down into their throats from the sacks they were in.
Oh, right, yes. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, could you talk about the town?
That was a good idea, though, Kronos. If you'd had it, that would have been great.
Yeah.
You can see
Okay.
it shimmering in the corner, covered in a bunch of burnt plastic.
just like in Uncharted, where there's a treasure, you can see just a little shiny object every few seconds.
The game is trying to let you know
blinking.
that you should try to get back here later when you find a key.
Yeah. This is like Monkey Island.
Okay, so you said the girls are somewhat awake?
No.
No?
Try to be out.
Okay. Alright.
Very out of it.
So I'm going to try logic again.
Okay.
Because I want to know whether it would be smarter to just start slapping them to wake them up, or if I should try to remove the things in their throat before I start slapping them to try to wake them up.
I'm willing to let you hit them, so let's do this.
I am also willing to hit them randomly.
Alright.
So this is a mind
Also,
exert.
remember, Harold is in there too. If you wanted to pull him out of the pile of mostly dead people.
Okay, so I have a 7, 9, and a 5.
And you have no bonuses to this, right?
No bonuses on logic anymore.
Interestingly enough, I didn't put in a stat for hitting girls.
I did. It's called hit that. Okay, so you actually roll well enough. You think maybe taking the tubes out will stop the sedative effect.
Unconsciousness.
So I won't.
So he
need
chooses to leave
slap
them in. That's why he leaves the tubes in and starts slapping.
All right.
What do you think? A
Second,
10 anyways.
Svi, because I feel like forcing your participation in this. High or low?
Oh god. Hi, I'm sorry, Ali.
All right. All right. So congratulations, Svi. I'm going to try to remove the tube from Cindy first.
Alright, give me a medicine roll.
All right. So luckily, this build isn't as horrible for medicine as it was in the previous build.
Don't worry, we've learned it won't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is a mind exert.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know the usual for.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well,
Okay.
You can live without your head, right? I just lost a limb.
Congratulations, Cindy. It's all coming back to you for your wonderful medicining of Mindy.
Alright, so you start to pull this tube out, and this tube goes deep because they put these like down to your lungs, and you start pulling on it, and it doesn't seem like it wants to come out. So you start fighting with it. It gives you a little bit of resistance. I'm assuming you're gonna keep pulling.
Expanded down more. You just yank my esophagus out.
The tube.
Yeah.
Are we literally just talking like suction tube style, or like are we talking PVC pipe?
Do you see the things
Like,
in
This Matrix, like
yeah, I was
It's
going to
Matrix,
say
it's
that,
Matrix, it's like a
or
Matrix one.
Pandorum.
Okay.
You know, Pandorum when they had the big tubes in their mouth.
So how thick is it?
It's not very thick. It's probably a little bit thicker than like a piece of licorice.
And it's basically just a tube.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a wrench.
Alright, but see, the thing is you're getting a bit of resistance. So do you just keep pulling it out?
No. I'm going to try to I'm going to try to cut the tube by smashing it. So I'm going to take the wrench and I'm going to hit the tube, not where it is in her mouth, but a slight bit ahead so that I will not
Would
be
you like to phone a friend?
No, because this will only go places that will be interesting.
Will this work better if I push it down instead of pull it out?
No. What I'm doing is
Okay, go on.
like lay a line out in front of you, and then hit the thing.
Go for it.
So the tube should be cut at some point.
With a wrench.
Well, it's a sharp metal object-ish.
Blunt
It takes
object
several hits.
smashing. If it's a tube,
You know what? Let's do this.
yeah.
Body exert.
Okay.
Athletics.
Okay, well, that's going to be interesting.
Well, you asked for this.
Yeah.
I never asked for this.
Well, that was
Oh.
better than I expected it to be.
Don't you have like a fault in this?
Yes, that's why it's a D8.
Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, so, Alton, while you were watching your dear beloved beaver friend, he pulls the tube aside, lines up, and clearly misses it. It's just whang!
Honestly, this is the best solution, like end goal of that action that we could have hoped for.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, if I'd gotten like a critical, I'm pretty sure I would have hit Cindy in the face.
Mildly sure something's wrong with this.
What did you just do? Yeah, that is
That was a medicine check.
yes, that is wrong. You think maybe you just need to very carefully remove that thing better than he did. Maybe he shouldn't smash it like that. It might slip further in then, and that could be bad.
Or collapse the
Okay,
tube
so-
and then there's nothing going
In my
in.
head, I know this should be done carefully. Given I have an impatient and fairly stupid
With
character,
no medical knowledge.
I'm pretty sure he's just gonna point out. I'm pretty sure if you just pull, that comes out.
Yeah, this is the end of the tree. Unless just you woke up the wrong person, Dan. Why'd you do it?
Congratulations, Spee. This is what you get for choosing high.
Alright, give me one more medicine check then, Ty. Let's see what you
I
do.
was like,
Oh,
Alton's
Ty-
actually
wait.
gonna go over and start pulling.
Oh, you're gonna start yanking? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, are you trying to stop me first, or you're just... Alright.
Alright.
Just straight body exert.
To get both of you, give me both of you a medicine check. Because you're not doing the smash, right? So you're doing the mind exert.
Yeah, I guess I'll give you a medicine check.
Fuck's sake.
They're
It's
working
a
together.
better one
this
than I
time.
expected,
They're
but
working
not
together.
No, they're not.
Alright, so
Yeah, I'm gonna burn something just to be nice and try and not kill somebody.
alright. Well,
I didn't succeed.
it didn't succeed.
Oh,
Alright,
Well, must be.
Alright,
okay.
so Zvi, you're gonna wake up feeling like you are choking to death.
I wonder if it's because I'm choking.
Mission success! We woke you up!
There is something horribly wrong with your throat. You can't seem to breathe. They are yanking something out of your mouth badly. You
Do I
are
die?
beginning to- You're starting to suffocate a bit. A bit by I mean like air's not coming in.
I can't like give any hand motions, right? I guess I have to keep pulling.
Teleport it out.
I can't teleport it out, but what I can do is I can swap places with the beaver.
Do it.
Would that keep it there?
Yes.
But the thing is they're different size mass, so it would be above
Yeah.
him. So it'll be fine. Swap with
Or
Beaver.
what are the-
Give me the roll.
one or the other.
If you make me roll again, I will make the argument that I'm very clearly not using medicine for it. He's very pointedly using body strength.
If you do body strength, you will rip the esophagus apart.
That is what I was originally saying, is that he's not a smart person, he's not a patient person.
I know. I'm
He has
just
no
giving you-
medical knowledge.
I know. I'm just kind of going with the whole,
Yeah.
any chance of not killing the person. This is as delicate as you do with the brute force way you were doing it. I was saying the DC higher because of that. All right, so Zvi, where's your roll for
I'm
this?
just
I want to see
checking my scores.
transcendent implant at work.
It's 2.
AFK a moment, but I will be listening. I'm just away from computer.
No, I did not succeed.
Well, there's that. So wait, don't you get hit with backlash, or no? You don't.
No,
You didn't say
Doesn't happen.
Yeah, there's a channel. I'm channeling a level 2 right now. I can attempt it again at a higher difficulty, but if I fail it again, I can't use it again this scene. So it's
Do it. You're in a panic.
yeah. I have to try again. There we go. We got it.
Okay. When the higher difficulty would make it. What's the DC?
Well, I just decreased my bonus by 1,
Oh, okay.
so I still passed.
Okay. So you still pass. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, Cindy's eyes go wide. She realizes she's choking. In her panic, she teleports and swaps places with Ty, who is suddenly in where she was, but the tube is much above, and then falls harmlessly down.
Aldous kind of looks at it, looks at the tube, looks at Ty, shrugs, close enough.
She holds her hand up like she wants to yell but can't get. And then she's gonna look at all the blood on the ground.
What the frickin'
I'm gonna try to find Cindy. I'm gonna see the disembodied body of the other shining pearl.
Mindy's still unconscious in her.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
will
attempt.
point out at this one, I'm pretty sure I'm covered in blood.
Probably.
Check to see if Mindy is disembodied.
You mean disemboweled or?
No,
Yes.
Mindy is still actually okay and actually not covered in blood.
Okay,
I gotta get her up.
try medicine roll.
I got an 8.
Oh, you got an 8. You can get the tube out.
I'm gonna remove the tube, and then as soon as it's out, I'm gonna start pulling her away from the two blood-drawn psychopaths that just try to choke me to death in this gore-filled alleyway.
Mindy, you start waking up. Your throat is kind of scratchy. You feel really groggy. Your throat's
I have a
kind of
lozenge. What's wrong? What's happening?
Al's gonna look at them. Oh, good, the other kid's awake.
What's going
Give
on?
me a console to get in there, and he'll point at the friggin' burnt room.
Did they fix my arm yet?
About that time, the
Don't
ship
think
makes
that's
impact.
Oh god, what's
Like
happening?
impact. Ah, delightful.
So are we like airborne in the hallway now?
Yeah, suddenly airborne in the hallway.
God, this is like the third impact we've had.
Oh, okay.
This is
Dexterity
like
rolls.
the third impact we've had.
We even now.
The only person who doesn't have to do a dexterity roll right now is poor Harold, and that's because he's trussed up. And in a bubble thing.
And Abigail.
Would I be technically maneuvering in 0G?
No!
That's why all G is very suddenly
No,
happening.
this is all about gravity at this point.
Alright.
I'm okay.
Yeah, you're fine. That's dexterity, right? Yeah.
Yep.
It's body exert?
Yeah, body exert.
Okay.
Actually, it's just body endure, isn't it? I don't know. How would this be?
Yeah.
This would be body endure.
well,
yeah,
yeah.
re-roll that out.
And
Sorry.
you get. You want me to roll?
Oh, actually, how many dice is it?
2.
Alright, so I'll just take the first 2 dice, that's fine. But yeah, body endure,
Okay.
dexterity, guys.
Oh, okay.
Bugger.
Yay!
Alright, so
Take that.
Cindy and Ty are going to collide sharply with the ceiling. And each of you is going to take about
Oh, I'm glad I was just returned to consciousness.
yeah. I'm gonna roll to see how much damage you take because I want to. And that's
Yay,
but
more
Ty, this goes to your
members with
armor,
autonomy.
and V, this goes to you. Oh hi!
Ooh.
Ow!
Is this on a table or straight damage?
This is gonna just be straight.
Straight damage, yeah, at this height.
Yeah.
That still stings quite a bit.
Yeah, well,
So
it's
damn.
10. Harold Max. So yeah, so 10 damage to Ty's armor and 10 damage directly to Cindy.
Alright, but it hurt.
A little bit of blood trickling down your forehead, you know. The bodies bounce helplessly, landing into the other bodies, and there's suddenly gore all over Belle's bag, and the one for Hector, and the one with Harold in it. And the other, there's actually another bag that is at the bottom of that pile too.
Yay. Okay, so then what happens? I mean, does the ship settle back down, or?
The ship kind of does this weird kind of tilting, and you get like this feeling like it's drifting to one side, and you feel like it's going down, but much more slowly.
So it's probably crashed into something, borrowed something, and is now just listing over.
No, like it may have hit liquid and it's going down.
Oh, we are on a water planet.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hope we don't run into Kevin Costner.
That would be a water world.
Mindy is going to grab Cindy. Yeah.
Oh.
Pulling her over to Abigail's body bag.
Yeah.
Isabel. Yep.
Bell.
Bell. Just Bell.
This Bell. It's just been Bell.
Yeah. Just Bell. Just Bell.
It's a bell.
Over to Bell's, lovely body bag.
Yeah.
And she looks down at the unconscious adult who she relies on to guide them sensibly through stuff is not around. She's going to start taking Cindy and screaming, "Get us out of here! Get us out of here! Get us out of here!"
Oh, my head! I can't see.
Shouldn't have freaking
Then she's going to look at Ty and go, "What did you do?"
freaking ship.
What's happening?
The lights flicker. They go from white to red. And there's
Oh,
the
no,
sound of
I
a gentle impact. And I mean gentle, it's because it's muted from all the water.
Aww.
Yeah, you hit the bottom.
Thanks for turning down the volume.
There's a definite creaking sound.
You said there's a window here, right?
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Out
I was
the
going back to
window.
the point of be searching around.
It is blue.
Sunshine sky blue?
Yeah.
No,
That
there's like this, the effect of light coming from underwater.
Okay, yeah, at least that's not that deep, I guess.
Actually, give me. Is that a search roll there, Al?
Yeah,
What was
that's
that?
looking for a console.
You can't repeatedly do that without changing up the situation. You gotta try something different, like go to a different area or something.
Well, I guess the question is, are you looking for this same
kind
like a
of console,
console
or what are you trying to do?
place,
I
or
was looking for something that could open the door.
so the? I guess we should
Something that goes
reconfirm
faster
how
than-
many exits are there to the area where we are.
No one's actually looked, but there were two.
Okay.
Actually,
So
technically, there's one into the decontamination room, and there are two other doors in the corridor you're in.
okay, so if you're looking for a way out, you'd be looking for
I
a
am not
console
looking for
at.
He's trying to get his equipment.
He wants into the room where his stuff is.
Yeah, and we're not supposed to keep rolling for the same
Dang.
thing repeatedly, so no. It doesn't,
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to
Because
break the door.
Because otherwise, you just sit there going, okay, well, it's been. I wait 5 minutes and I try again, kind of thing, over and over again. So you have
Okay.
to approach it from a
What
different
would I roll
angle.
to punch the door?
Body exert
Body
and
exert.
athletics.
Because this one, he's pointedly single-minded if he wants his shit.
You know someone that's really good at that and could probably help you. Oh,
Wow.
I might need to. at
That's
this
a
point.
crit failure.
That is
Yeah.
a crit failure. Okay, you actually have damaged your arm. You rebound and you've actually cracked your knuckle on that. There's actually little sparks from your cog hand.
Cindy's
Go
gonna
away.
lose.
That
there
will be.
something in there?
I'm going to do. Let's roll. We'll just roll this, and we'll see how much damage that is. All right, you take 6 directly on the body because you
Okay.
hurt the shit out of yourself. By the way, that's apparently hard.
What are you doing? Is that the way out?
That's where my shit is.
But we should. What are we doing? What happened to the progenitors people?
We woke up. Well, I woke up. There was blood everywhere. Something fucking did this. The stuff in there makes it so I don't fucking die when they come back.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust them at all. Pretty sure they're behind whatever you're covered in.
I'm looking at the door and I'm looking at the observation window. What looks softer? Can I roll?
Or give me a logic roll.
Okay.
Science it!
Oh shit.
Oh!
Oh, no.
The glass you would assume would be easier to break, but that is still incredibly strong glass. You could shoot that with a gun and it will not shatter.
But what about like Summit Mines on it?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try and help free Belle.
Okay, they have dragged Belle off to the side. Are you going to get Belle, or are you going to get Harold? Because your Harold's still there.
I liked her better.
That's mean. Okay. Also, she's medically trained, so that is not a bad choice.
That would help with us not bombing medicine checks, yeah.
Yes, she's
I did
medically
okay.
Fantastically bombing medicine checks. on a
Cindy
continual
does
basis.
fine, apparently. Alright, so are you going to
For
try
once.
to take the tube out of Belle's mouth, then?
No, I won't let her.
Well,
What are you doing?
I'm going to go try to do that.
No,
It depends on
I'll
if someone's
do that.
paying attention to me or not.
Cindy needs to muscle her way in.
You can hear, like, this unzipping noise of Belle.
Whoa.
Dater.
Cindy is going to be right over there and take care of that shit.
Alright, Cindy, give me your medicine roll, then.
Then no, you go over there.
No,
Get
you
away.
go away.
I swear, if you roll really badly.
Oh no, it's gonna be pretty funny actually. There we go.
Oh,
That's a good.
okay.
Alright,
That's a good one.
you
That
did
took
a
my
really good
time.
job. Belle starts to kind of cough awake. Oh, what? What happened? Oh my
Okay,
god!
no,
What
you
happened
can't
to
get
your
it.
face?
Here, just keep your eyes closed. You are undergoing hallucinations, and it's important that you don't look around. But on a purely hypothetical situation, if we were in fact on a ship that had been taken over by something that had killed a whole bunch of people, and we're currently sinking, what would be the next best course of action?
Get our stuff and get out before it goes deeper?
Bitch.
Okay, we're good on the get our stuff plan. She calls back.
Okay. Mindy first is going to like try and jab the glass with her claws. You know.
Alright, and
'Cause she's-
that does not feel good.
Okay.
That's a pretty solid attack.
Actually, it's a very solid attack. But
And my claws are cutter gloves.
they are
Yeah,
cutting
she's
gloves.
got
Okay, well,
hardened
the
claws.
thing is this is meant to, this could take a gunshot. I mean, you can barely make a scratch on it with your cutter gloves, basically, your claws.
Okay.
It would take
no plan.
a lot of time. Belle, meanwhile, goes over and she's going to rouse Harold, get him out of the state he's in.
Oklahoma?
Sweet. I need the rules for using sending stuff out of combat.
Alright, Harold, you can come too, and you are not in a bad way. Your throat's a little scratchy, but not too bad. And then she is going to start fussing over the other two bodies, which are Hector and she goes, "Oh hey, did they like knock out your mantis?"
A menace? Where is menace?
And she's gonna pull out one of a smaller little sleeping bag like thing. It looks like they knocked this little guy out too.
Oh.
We are so lucky that they didn't kill any of the important characters.
I was actually going to lower. It's like that is surprisingly nice of them.
They marked him down as specimen 41325.
Those bastards.
Yeah, that part makes more sense.
I don't know why you trust progenitors.
That's a lot of water outside.
Okay. Everyone.
Yeah, I think we landed somewhere roughly.
If they're...
There's blood everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that right now.
I was just going to look over and just stay mad. It's like I'm pretty sure we're in the ocean of something.
So I can use this as an implant up
There's
to
a
my
problem, friend. There
readiness,
was
right?
no water.
Yeah, we've been out for a while. My internal clock's kind of screwed up, so pretty sure different planet at this point.
Everyone, stand back. Just don't come over here for a second, okay?
And she's doing her magic.
Sure.
I'll just hovers back slightly.
So, 10 plus 3.
Is this explosions?
My coffee is done.
This is lasers.
Those is lasers?
Oh, okay.
You can fire
Cool.
lasers?
Alright, and this is going to be a full charge, so she seems to stand there for a good few seconds. Let's see, how
What are
many
you
rounds?
doing? I haven't seen you do this.
I'm gonna try stuff, okay?
Okay.
Just focus at that spot. And after, that's what, I can charge it for 5 rounds, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Which is
They're like 7 rounds, 7 seconds.
30 seconds. So after half a minute, suddenly, great big fucking laser fires at the window.
Oh god!
And you didn't even have to go, ah!
Alright, how much damage does
Sweet.
this big fucking laser do?
I need to open up. What?
1d1. Enough to coincidentally melt a window.
And possibly the wall behind it. I guess we'll find out.
That would be awkward.
That would be a little awkward.
Oh,
You hit it with a
that's
melter?
right. I'm on a new install. Can someone resend me the HSD document?
Hang on. I'll check.
Oh,
the
compile 12.1.16.
I think.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one I'm using.
You're on the kill 3-1, right?
Yep.
10 damage multiplied by the number of rounds it cooked.
So 50 damage.
I'm trying to guess how much you did previously.
Do you want me to roll?
Yeah, roll how much the cutter would have hit, because it would have hit 3
Okay.
times.
Roll. 12. 2, that is not great, although I do have my... What do you call it? That would
Bonus?
have been 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
9 damage plus 50.
50, yeah.
There is a considerable amount of damage that is done to the glass. It does not punch through.
I want to throw myself at it.
Okay.
Right, here's a body athletics.
Now that is the transcendent, alley. Just throw yourself at it.
At the last moment, Cynthia's gonna interpose herself and wham!
Sam,
Yeah.
they're blasting this thing. I've been unconscious, so I technically haven't been paying any attention to what they're doing, what they've been doing. Does it look like anyone's tried to use an emergency release on the door or anything like that?
You don't know because you've been unconscious.
Yeah, I know. Does it look like they've tried? Like anything's been pried open, anything like
No,
that?
nothing like that. But you have to. Yeah, go ahead.
Mindy's attacking a window, right?
Yeah, she's attacking the window. Yeah.
So there isn't an emergency release for that you would.
No, there wouldn't be for the window because it's an
Notice.
observation window.
Yeah.
The
There
door
they
does
probably
look like it is heavily like sealed in a bunch of ways, like containment breach happened, and it is scorched. But is that
I
what I
would
do
like-
for rolling for damage for that?
For what
Wait,
specifically?
she just threw herself at the window.
Well, I mean, is she attacking it, or?
What are you doing, Allie?
Well, I was hoping to do an action movie, or die for it, but
It's just a matter of whether or not you think that this scene is worth prolonging until we eventually do enough damage to it, or if you want to get it.
Because I
for
suppose we can keep attacking it till it breaks.
Yeah. This appears to be our current course of action, Sam. We will break that window somehow.
Okay, well that doesn't
So-
break the window.
Okay. Well, in that case, back to punching.
Sam, I would like to try my luck on the door.
Okay, well give me a search roll.
Now, if I could find...
If you could find a way to open it, that would be the entire
Can
thing.
I use security on this?
No, I need you to do a search roll first, because you need to find something to get you access. And then you can do a security roll.
No.
Nope. Too much blood and gore. It doesn't look like there's just you distracting.
I'll be right back.
Eventually, Mindy, you're going to just tear through there, just slamming yourself against it and clawing.
Okay.
Well, I thought the laser was kind of neat, but you throwing a foot on it was funny, too.
Ow, my shoulder hurts. I did it.
Hey, we're in.
Hal's going to calmly hop through the hole and then go over to where his stuff. Start prying it out.
Whoa, it's really blackened in here.
Yeah, it's blackened. A lot of stuff is really destroyed in here.
What happened?
The ship creaks.
Okay, I really feel like we need to not be around this place anymore.
Then hurry, grab your stuff, and let's go.
I'm going to grab what stuff I've got. It took another 15
What happened to my armor?
Yeah, all your armor took about
Then
15
that
points of
in
damage.
mine.
Ah,
Except
I'm
Kai.
back.
Except for
So
Ty,
glad it wasn't in there.
You know, the sad thing was their armor wouldn't have been incinerated if you had.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure they were going to incinerate that armor just in case. You can never be too sure.
Uh-huh.
It's true.
Uh-huh.
Only way to be sure, incinerate the armor.
And then nuke it from orbit.
Yep.
They just had to crash into a water planet first.
very hurriedly trying to get out of the Ripley undies and into the. No, actually, I'll keep the Ripley undies on.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm just going to put the armor on top of those.
Keep your Ripley undies, put that on, just, add everything back.
Wait a second.
I was gonna say, I don't know why you change out of underwear to put things over top of underwear.
You look at the straps and be like, why did I get different? Why do I get strappies? What happened here? Are they significant? Is it like a rank? Oh god, I'm making into these.
Well, they thought Mindy looks better with strapless.
Oh, thanks for that. Hi. She's gonna like try to put on her armor. It's like this chafes. I don't like it. It's so firm.
Armor chafing. Not one of those things you tend to think about.
Oh, they didn't put a new arm on me.
I was just gonna look at his armor and be grumbling about the fact the paint job's gone.
It's kind of scorched off.
So, do you still have my arm?
Is my stuff over there?
Is there stuff over here?
Yep, it's there.
Yeah, she's gonna pick it up.
He's gonna.
The arm
That's-
kind of
I
waves
was gonna-
out of the backpack that's kind of singed. One strap has been burned off.
I was gonna have Elf
They-
take the pile of burnt stuff and go. I'm pretty sure I found it.
They only singed the backpack?
It was
did-
like, it's mostly
or
made
the
of
arm?
asbestos.
Yeah, should
It's a
hope
good ass
so.
backpack.
Damn.
What do you want?
Yeah.
We're gonna die of cancer soon. Jeez. I'm gonna toss the bag through the window.
Oh, thanks. Alright, well, I
So,
got...
so the arm inside the backpack is okay then? I just like that this disinfectant, anti-contaminant thing was insufficient to disinfect the interior of the bag.
That was my big thing. Shit, that thing is freaking
We got the
useless.
B-rate cruiser from Progenitus. That's what's happened.
This is...
Dan,
This is
if you had stayed in the room, you just found your refrigerator.
okay. So, the ship creaks again, and there's a tilting.
It keeps doing that. I don't like it when it
How
does that.
tilted are we at this point? Like,
You're probably at a 35 degree.
so this is really awkward.
Yeah.
This is getting really awkward, yeah.
I kind of have to figure if there was anybody left who was still looking for people, they would have come down here by now.
Is there a comm panel?
Well, I guess
Fuck
our
'em,
only,
we're leaving.
Do you guys
Our
have
only
haven't been able
options
to
are
find
to
any
try and
panels
get-
in the room?
Okay.
our only options at this point are try to go out the window or,
Where do you
I guess, try another door.
How well do you swim?
Is there an atmosphere beyond the water?
Well, there shouldn't be any liquid water anywhere except for places that have it. Oh.
Oh! Oh, I don't want to go home.
Well, I don't want to get out in that water.
This can't be Europa. We'd be deeper down.
Oh, yeah. Well, then we must be somewhere else.
I'm sincerely hoping it's not Europa.
Wait, how long were we asleep?
Oh,
A couple
wow.
hours.
I'm going to try to, logic out how far we could have gotten to see if I can figure out where we might be that has waters this big. Where's my thing? Mind exert and logic is 2. That's not great. Anybody else wants to help with this?
Roll
Sam,
bad.
Can I just
Don't
tell her,
roll back.
given I was at least technically conscious for the whole period,
No idea.
so at least have some knowledge of how long it was?
Okay, so we
you
got
don't have
enough
any knowledge of how fast they were traveling, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't know where we were, but it was how long were we out was the question.
It was like 6 hours or greater.
I was gonna say, honestly, it was at least 6 hours.
So I don't know. I mean, maybe there's other places. I guess we could be in a giant pool if you wanted. I mean, who knows? Can you see?
right, so
Should we go look up the window, looking
stuff?
up? Yeah, we got our stuff.
I'm
It's
checking my
kinda
toggle.
singed.
Before anyone else joins Cindy with that logic roll, does anyone wants to, Ralpha, before I do? Because I'm shit at it.
Wait, sorry, what is Cindy,
I was trying to figure out possible places we could be that are big enough with a water source to crash the ship into.
Tobes, you can find your toggle. It is a little on the singe side. It's sputtering in and out of signal right now.
3D10, what do you,
Go for
LA?
it.
Okay.
2d8.
Alright, I will try to use my spacefaring knowledge to help.
Oh, shit.
Time.
Okay. The dice do want you to
Here's
think.
where the question comes in, Sam. Is it sputtering? Is his toggle sputtering because it's damaged, or sputtering because just we're not getting good signal here?
You need to
It's
check
Mike.
another. You might need to check another toggle to know.
I was gonna say I am a toggle.
Yours is actually having trouble too.
Okay,
But that's because you're a damaged person.
Yeah.
fair point.
Your toggle was like residing itself to your hand where you punched the thing. Okay. Hi. You were conscious. You were watching. See, now this is the sad thing is I kind of wanted to get you guys to Europa, so I'm probably going to hand wave it so you guys somehow got to Europa with this fat ship. So as far as you can tell, Ty, they could have gotten you to Europa in that amount of time, and
At the amount of time, if they had a fast enough ship, yeah, we could be on Europa.
Well,
What are we on? She's gonna go up to the window and like try and crit and spear out, like pressing her face up against it.
alright, the ship kind of leans a little bit as you do that, almost like your weight kind of sways things.
Cool, that's
And-
helpful.
And underneath your ship, you can see what appears to be kind of bluish, whitish mass. It's kind of long and smooth, and it seems to stretch up towards the waters above you.
I think we're on a spire.
Oh. Well,
Maybe we should just go
That
out
would
the
be really-
window.
we really don't want to fall off of this.
This is also true. Still, we're near something. It's good. It's good.
So, out the window.
Well, hang on, are we all worried about, what it is that killed everybody? No? Okay, I'll just
They can drown.
make sure. Okay, good enough.
Wait, what if we drown?
That was my next question.
Hold on. Okay, Belle, can you swim?
A bit. I'm going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage, so Hall and Hector. She's going to kind of thumb jab. Do you think your little guy can,
Oh no, Mantis. Maybe
I was
we
going
can
to
find.
leave them in the bags, maybe, because it seems kind
Oh,
of
that's a
tight.
very good idea. Yeah.
Then we'll just kind of float them along, maybe.
Yeah. I mean,
Should the escape pods float?
we should.
Are there escape pods?
It's a ship.
I would think.
Well, let's go
No.
use the escape pods, because, we should be able to get those to the surface, and then maybe we could set, like, a flare or something, get help.
That does mean going out in the hallway with whatever Kilmatron is out there.
That's okay. We were really tough.
Okay, so Ty told us where we were.
Time
No,
Tell you where we
yeah,
could be.
yeah. But there are limited options, so it's either. Yeah.
I'm just making the comment, well, if we're on Europa, that means this ship had to be doing half the speed of light.
that ain't a whole hell of a lot of problem for shit. That is.
It is Progenitors thing on some pretty decent tech. Also, they seem to be doing some really suspicious stuff.
I wonder which door. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This song is really racist in Vector Society.
So Cindy's going to be just sitting there going, do you ever notice that it always ends on the opposite thing of what you started on? It's just because of how many downbeats there are. Just
16 points.
Yeah.
It's that door. She's going to choose whatever door is to the right of the containment room.
Okay. Cool. So you choose the That door. Okay, good. All right, so you choose that door. Now what happens? Now that you've chosen a door.
She's gonna go up to it and see if it'll open.
It opens.
I'm gonna get my gun out.
As it opens, you see blood slick ahead of you. 2 decapitated corpses wearing those progenitus suits sprawled out. There is
Decapitated and not just caved in heads.
Their head is completely gone.
Huh. I think this is the right way.
Really? With the 2 headless people, that's the right way.
Well, that must have been the way they were trying to get away.
I don't like that way.
You guys have realized the fun fact of this, right?
What, our life sucks? Yes.
Well, the things that really wanted to get off planet that probably shouldn't have gotten off planet have gotten off planet onto a heavy populated place.
That's okay. Europa's got a lot of forces. They can deal with it.
You mean kind of like all the forces that were supposed to deal with them back on the planet did?
What forces?
The important part here is that we
Not
don't
much anything there.
Oh my god, Allie, they're gonna blow up the reactor.
Sweet.
Oh, this is my kind of situation.
Excellent.
All right. The next set of there is the corridor kind of goes on, and is a set of doors to your immediate right, and there are doors ahead of you.
Wait. Just gonna take a toggle out and press it up against the wall. Hopefully.
It flickers in and out of signal.
So the wall is not a smart wall.
Nope. And
Damn.
also, there's kind of lighting going on right now.
Oh, well, would that be leading us to the nearest escape pod?
Yeah, it is. It's actually got little red lights blinking to your right.
She's gonna point to that.
Okay, Belle, do you need some help?
I got this.
But yeah, your foot, is it okay?
Yeah, it hurts, but I'll be okay. They got it in a brace at least.
Could have fixed my arm while I was unconscious.
She's kind of limping her way over there. So, what did you guys
Logistically, they had to grow you a new one.
Well, the emergency lights are pointing toward, something that I assume you would use in an emergency. I think we should follow them.
Okay.
We get to the end, it is a gun with a single bullet.
It dispenses extra bullets the moment it's used on one person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone line up.
So it's like
will
the
leave
suicide
one of
ghost
us with
from
their
Futurama.
bullet, but that moment where the last person is about to use it, that's when the army shows up.
All right.
I guess it's better than a grenade that says "pick me up."
Oh, that's
Follow the
terrible.
lights.
All right, so you guys start moving forward, and you see the door ahead of you. The lights are leading you towards. What do you do? The drunken sailor.
I'm going to see if anybody else goes in front of me.
Mindy goes in front of you.
Oh, damn it, Mindy. You're not helping.
No, she's helping. That's the point.
Mindy, come on, you can't do this single-handed.
Belle is going to step in front of
really?
me.
I will help and take point.
Alright.
Why does everyone go in front of me?
Because you come watch the back with me. Also,
Okay, I'll
I think
protect the rear.
this shiny might have died.
Yeah, I kind of saw an arm.
Do you feel like any sort of pre-programmed rage or sense of vengeance that we should be aware of?
I feel a little bit angry, but I kind of just want to live.
It's not going to manifest into some kind of like death to all who oppose the shiny? Because I was worried about that.
No.
Okay.
Do you?
That one up. No, she pulls out a little notebook and checks off the not pre-programmed to protect shinies box that she had previously jotted down out of fear that might be something that was in their programming.
Oh. Secretly, though, Cindy's thinking, you bastard, we're supposed to protect the shiny. Damn that voice in my head. Okay, so, Al, as you move forward, the door opens up, and there are what appears to be several small bays.
That are empty.
That are empty.
Knew it.
And by several, I mean there were 4.
Ah, crap.
Several which?
Should've known.
Small bays. Basically where the escape pods would have sat.
Are there more? Is there like a status screen showing how many are left?
There's just a big red empty screen next to each one of them.
Thanks, computer. Could have seen that.
There is a console in this room.
Well, we'll console ourselves with that.
Aw, man, it's a Wii U.
Well, at least it's got better party games.
No. You see, we're in the future. It'd be a Switch at least by then.
Alright, well, I'm gonna switch
no.
on and see if it tells us about the status of any other escape pods on the ship.
Alright, give me... Actually, yeah, I'll just give it to you. There are no more escape pods on the ship, according to this. They were all jettisoned before you breached orbit.
So there is a familiar noise that Cindy has come to make that means shit's done fucked. That she is currently making again. It's
I like to imagine it's the Tina groaning.
Also, with being able to look at that, you can tell that 2 of the pods were empty when they were jettisoned.
Oh, that's not even fair!
What's not fair?
Some of them were empty when they left.
Or were they?
But yeah, it's right here. It says empty.
Does it just list by scientists or life forms?
It just says life forms.
Cindy?
Well, I mean, it says life forms. I guess there could have been something in there it couldn't detect, but...
Maybe. I don't want to sink to the bottom of Europe. It's
really, really deep.
and there's bad things.
Yeah, we'll get crushed to death before we run into anything like that.
True.
Or freeze.
Spaceships aren't meant to go under the water.
Well, we'll probably suffocate, huh? I never actually tried holding my breath for that long.
She's
just gonna sit down across
the reactor to...
Don't touch the reactor! Oh, wait a minute, we're dead anyway, aren't we?
Don't get them
Be
anywhere near
quicker.
the reactor.
Wouldn't really feel it that much.
Wait, we just need to get ourselves to float, right? What if we find some kind of air supply and just, fill up a balloon?
Or maybe... Can't we find a thing... Surely they've got printers on here, right? Right?
Yeah, probably. Right?
A raft? Balloons?
Something? We don't have to get the whole ship up, we just have to get ourselves up.
Well, they did have containment packages for us, theoretically.
How did I do it? Right? If you tell me
Theoretically,
there?
put that together, fill it with enough air.
We have to
And
find a
promptly
non-freeze
freeze.
room.
Well, we just gotta hope that we can get up to someplace in a hurry. I mean, if we go any deeper, we're just gonna get crushed.
We could see if we could actually put it together and try to create a large bubble.
She's gonna snap her finger and be like, okay, so I think the first thing is we need to be able to look up. Because unless there's any hope of us reaching the surface, we're screwed anyway.
To the other side of the
ship!
Sam?
Yep.
At this point, I'm going to go look for the bridge.
Alright, so you're gonna go wandering off by yourself?
Where are you going?
I'm looking for the bridge.
Does the bridge point up?
Well, if we can get control of the bridge and the systems on the ship are not shot, we might be able to stop its descent.
I think he's going to look at the flickering lights.
It's already stopped, Debbie. We're stationary.
It's drifting a little bit every once in a while, though.
Oh, I thought you said we were perched on something.
So you're perched on something, but every once in a while the shift kind of slightly...
Creak, slightly shift.
It's been adjusting where weight is.
But it's underwater. We can't, there's no getting control of it. It's not a submarine.
I know.
I suppose this aren't going to do much.
Alright, So you're heading to the bridge, or trying to find the bridge?
Because even if nothing else, there will be communications gear that we might be able to use.
Okay.
Maybe it points up. It's got to have a window, right?
What is sort of uphill for us right now? What direction does it go?
Uphill, it's kind of sideways with the ship. So where you guys are at right now, that side of the ship is up. And
Okay, so
the
we
other ship
are
is
already
going-
up.
Yeah, you're already up. The other side of the ship is dipping.
Okay, in this case, I want to actually try and find a window on this side to try and peer up
Okay.
more, because we were lower down before, right?
Give me a search.
Okay.
And Toby, give me a search because you're going to go room to room to room trying to find your way. Or give me a logic because you're trying to find the bridge. Either search or a logic.
Not exert plus logic. No,
Either one is not good, so I'll do the search. They'll both be the same, but I'll get a bonus with the search.
Mine has to simplify on it.
Nope.
Alright. Allie, as you look up, you can see that you seem to be able to see what it's kind of a big like bulb of like white above you, and it's kind of got blue into it, and it looks almost like the ship has partially lodged itself into what looks like really hard ice and snow.
Oh, we're on a boat. This is ice.
So, are we out of the water up there?
It's all you're seeing is just ice right there.
I can't see. It's sloping a bit up.
Oh.
Harold,
Surely a bit of it must be above the water.
you are able to find a cargo bay, and you are able to find the crew quarters from your looking so far.
Okay. What do they look? How bad are they?
They're disheveled. There is one dead body in the crew quarters. There is a lot of blood, and no sign of a body in the cargo bay.
A lot of blood in the cargo bay, but no body.
Mhm.
Right. Okay, I'm going to keep moving.
Okay.
Do we have any kind of like inter-ship communications?
You could try to use the intercoms if you get those going.
Normally there would be,
yelling.
but
I'm just gonna poke it and see if it responds. I don't want to say anything.
Boop.
Okay, I'm going to let it go now.
Mhm.
I think it works. It's something. Should we like try to see if there's anybody else on board?
I mean,
Hello?
but what if there's somebody that knows what to do?
Actually, I was kind of thinking about them. She says, pointing toward the ghost bodies on the ground. Don't we have like a ceasefire with them?
But don't
they knocked you out. They put you in a pile of things which got.
No, not Progenitus. I mean the bug things. We negotiated a ceasefire.
I wouldn't trust them either.
Did you really negotiate one, or did they just tell you to leave?
That counts as negotiation.
Also, we could hear the meekness in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if we name drop a few things, they'll help us out.
What are we gonna name drop?
Well, I guess ladies wouldn't work, would it?
No,
Wait, what was the name of the one we were talking to? She gave us a name.
I don't remember.
Crap.
No, see, they must have let us go knowing that this would happen. Can't trust them, okay?
Fine.
Toby, give me another roll.
Okay.
Yeah, you found the bridge.
After a half hour pointless wandering, I find the bridge. How
You
bad
went
is the bridge?
completely to every other room on this ship. You are not used to Progenitus ships. You are used to very different kinds of ships in this. And this isn't a standard Progenitus ship anyway. So
On the upside, I guess the prison there's nobody else here.
yeah, there's nobody else here. As you get to the bridge, you find another 4 dead bodies. All of them missing their heads.
Goddamn crabs.
And there is blood everywhere. There are alerts going on what few consoles are working. It looks like there's been weapon fire on the bridge. Some of the consoles have been shot. Some of the view screen has been shot. It's still functioning, but it's damaged. The walls have shots into them and things like that. Clearly somebody put on a fight.
Uses iPhone screen technology, so the screen works fine despite being cracked. Except that fine means that the touch was always a little off anyway.
Okay, well, I'm going to try and find the communications panel.
All right, you can find that. It's sparking a bit, but it's there.
So it is working?
It's on. It has
It's
power.
sparking. It's there, but it's sparking.
You'll have to try it to actually.
Yeah. No, that's what I was asking, if
Yeah.
it's capable of being operated.
It's powered. It's whether or not it'll actually send a signal.
Give it a shot.
Yeah. I'm going to try and operate this console. Computers?
Give me an operate check.
Operation.
Yeah, operate it separate from computers. Yeah, right.
All right,
No.
you do everything right to try and set this up to go, but you're just not getting signal strength. It's like the communication array on the ship was horribly damaged when it crashed into an iceberg.
And is possibly having interference with water.
Yeah.
Now, with all our experiences with ships, they really need to start fucking protecting those communications arrays a lot better.
You can with that roll though set up an SOS kind of, Toby, to loop, and if your signal boosts enough, it'll go through. But it's basically your signal's coming in and out so suddenly you can't really keep a good connection. You're like, it's basically the best you can hope for.
Does it give me a readout of how much their data output we actually have between it coming and going? Or is it just random?
It's random.
Alright, I'm turning on the ship's automated distress beacon.
Okay, you can turn that on.
I'm then going to try and check the cargo manifest.
Does he have a better view from his room?
He's in the bridge.
Yeah, no, but can you see anything through the bridge?
He hasn't
Or
tried.
like the outside?
I
Well,
haven't tried yet. The view screen was damaged, so
Damaged,
I'm not relying on the view screen.
All right.
So it's one of them. They're windowless bridges.
Windowless vision.
Yep. You want to do a manifest
I
log
want-
thing? You're going to need to do a security check.
Yeah, I want to I want to see if there's anything that we might be able to use to fix.
All right. You can find there is a lot of medical stuff here, like a lot. It's got lots of plastic. It's got lots of tubing. There isn't really anything massively mechanical on here. There is bits and bobs for fixing cogs, but this isn't a ship that is normally going to haul a brand new reactor or, things to build, a brand new ship or a vessel to go out into the water. The
Okay.
ship was never meant to be in water.
Alright, then quickly I'm going to track down the communications panel
You already had it.
for the internal comms.
Okay.
Click.
Click.
Ty, are you there?
Oh, hey, he gets to use it.
Well, does anyone hear it? That's the question.
Yeah, that was about to ask.
Everyone hears it.
Okay.
It worked for Cindy, so it's working here too.
Someone answering.
Hello? We hear you. Have you been attacked?
No, quite the opposite.
You've been
I have
helped.
control of the bridge.
Oh, that's not the opposite at all.
He attacked something helpful? Not
So,
sure what the opposite
I
is.
have found some information that will be quite helpful for our friend Alton. Ty, if you can hear this, there are parts for cogs in cargo bay C3, which I do not believe was too far away from where we were.
On deck PO.
Why do we need cog parts?
I was gonna say.
Oh my god, Alton, are you dying?
Well, he did break his hand.
I mean, that is actually the integral part of a cog. If you break your hand, you have like 24 hours.
Also, to let you know, we are currently limited on communications. Apparently, the communication array took a severe hit when we came down.
This one too!
Yes. However, we do have some communications out. I have got the distress beacon going.
Okay.
Hopefully somebody gets it.
I have yet to check the other systems. I figured calling for help is a better solution.
Oh, can you check if there are any printers on the ship?
Is there a printer on the ship?
There is a small medical printer for biomaterial.
It's a bioprinter, but
And it is in the fire room.
Oh.
But it seems to be reporting fire damage.
Kid!
Because the SOS is good, but we really should probably get out of here before the ship goes any further down, but then it's really cold out there.
I don't think a bioprinter would help us.
No.
What about like equipment, like all-weather gear or something?
There's medical supplies coming out our ears.
It's laser cutters that could make fire, or burnable materials that wouldn't burn down any sort of makeshift raft we were on.
There are technically a lot of medical blankets.
That's not to keep us warm at all wet!
No, the space blankets. Not blankets.
We could put them in a bag. Then we won't get wet.
But we still have to get out of the ship.
Yeah, and we'll be wet unless we go in bags as well. Maybe we can make... Oh, I hate this! Can't you just magic us out of here, Cindy?
I don't even know where to go!
Mars! I want to go to Mars!
She ponders whether or not that would be achievable. I suppose if I just point that way in space, I've got a decent chance of killing us all.
Yeah!
It would be
Sam?
achievable,
Yeah.
just not very
While
easily.
they're doing that, I'm tracking down the flight control panel
Okay. Yeah,
while I'm
find
listening
that.
them to...
Alright.
Is it giving... I'm not messing with it, but I'm checking over the status. Are the engines operable at all?
Technically they are undamaged.
Why are we not floating then?
Because ships don't float.
Because the engines are off, but they are...
Also, I can't... But space...
What's the status of the reactor?
It is low power.
But it's not throwing up any warnings.
Currently, no.
It's not safe.
Ty, could you please come to the bridge? We may be able to salvage this ship.
You do realize that spaceships aren't designed to boat around.
Water.
We have full engines. We have no reactor power.
Will they even ignite underwater?
They're ion thrusters. They should.
I don't think they're ion thrusters. I'm pretty sure
Well, they're
don't
not going to be
work that way.
chemical. And if they are chemical, they would ignite underwater, because
Sweet, how do thrusters in this setting work?
yes,
They don't work when they're waterlogged.
So they can be waterlogged.
There's a little deal on that in the Core Extended.
Mhm.
Some of them land on water, but when they're submerged, they're not meant for that.
Yeah,
how
they're-
submerged are we?
You are
Um,
underwater.
Completely.
You're completely
How
underwater.
deep?
You don't know.
I could look very far up and still see an iceberg above us that was underwater.
Can the ship? Can you like get a hold of any GPS coordinates or anything?
No, communications is barely operational. Apparently, they put the communication array on the bottom of the ship.
Well, why don't I just climb in the torpedo tubes and shoot upward?
Does this ship have torpedoes?
It probably would have torpedo tubes, yeah.
Sam, when they were wrapped in whatever,
Yeah.
was it essentially just body bags, or were they wrapped in something?
It was like sealed up body bags.
So it was like somebody pulled out a pre-made body bag and put them in and then closed it.
Mm-hmm. And it just kind of filled up and did its own little thing. It had like its own little medical thing to take care of you while you're in it.
Alright. So it wasn't just material they wrapped you and basically...
There is material that they can do that with here. They have all sorts of material for that kind of stuff.
Huh.
I mean, this is meant to be a clean environment, mostly. Some bad scientists.
How the heck can we get this thing up?
Ship is beyond our rescue.
Alright, I've watched too many Bond movies featuring Pierce Brosnan, so I'm going to use my lack of proper knowledge of science. I'm going to try and figure out science or logic, whichever is deemed best by the person in charge.
I would prefer for you to science the shit out of this.
Okay. It's the same role, but...
I would prefer you to science the shit out of this. I don't know what you're sciencing.
Shit. I was going to try to figure out if I could use the material that you had mentioned we have to try and create a bubble.
Unfortunately, you rolled shit.
Yeah.
That would have been a really easy one, too.
Okay, I will say I am mumbling about this out loud. I got material for this. To try to create a bubble.
You can't think of how to do it.
And this is my argument that theoretically anyone near me might be able to think about this as well.
My logic is not... Oh, you wanted science. My science is even worse.
Mindy will give it a passing fault. Do you have better than 2d10 speed?
2d10 plus 1.
Oh, yes, you should do that then.
I've got a fault.
Well done, Svi. So you think if we just took all the metal in the ship, we could easily get out of here and float right to the top?
I would like to use my little ones to dismiss this idea entirely and climb into the nearest torpedo tube.
To the icy depths with us.
The torpedo tubes are facing down.
Yes.
Goodbye. Alright, so Cindy's climbing into the torpedo tube.
Oh, okay. Well, good idea. Following along.
Bella's kind of... I don't know if this is... I mean, should we put you guys at least in the little bags, maybe?
Bags? Yeah. We should get bags first.
Let me zip you in. There you go. Okay, now you're in. Okay,
How are
Cindy.
they gonna
I'm
get out of
pretty
the bag?
sure that's gonna kill them on the way out.
It'll be fine.
Thumbs up from inside the bag.
Yep.
Actually, unzip the bag, give them something sharp here, use this to put it up on
Hey, Mindy.
Yeah?
You know how on Aliens, when they woke Newt up and she drowned in her cryo...
Yeah, we're gonna escape that.
That's rolling to figure out. That's science to see whether or not that's gonna kill them.
Maybe? I don't know if that would kill them. That's the GM speaking. I don't know if that would kill them. I think that would... It could... They don't know which way it's gonna shoot right now.
Oh.
And we just don't know how deep we are.
They might even shoot themselves into the iceberg at this point.
We run off this ship.
You might end up in the iceberg with that thing, right?
Well, does anybody else have a better idea?
Not that.
Still could rig up the reactor and end it quick.
That's guaranteed death.
Yeah, but it's a lot less painful.
Let's just go down there and see if they did anything. I'll crawl out of my sleeping bag. And since there's nothing on the ship anymore, let's just.
Mindy's just gonna crouch down and clutch her head.
Just hop around in the sleeping bag.
Alright, everybody's apparently going down to the
I'm
engineering
never
bay.
going into space again.
Alright, you're in engineering.
Woohoo!
There are reactors. They're still-ish, except for the emergency power going on.
We still haven't run into anything else, or
Because they got off on the escape pod and told them to fly dead.
Man, whatever those creatures told them blew their minds.
Oh, it's not funny anymore. Okay, so there are 2 dead bodies in the engineering bay. One of them is one of those insect people. The other is a headless guy.
Or at least grew quick.
Yeah, they
Wow.
did. It is actually not as big as the ones you saw on the planet, but it is actually large and kind of brightly colorful.
This is like the beginning of Alien 3. It doesn't make any sense.
Also, the end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna poke it and see if it moves. You know, that thing that you
when
always do.
It moves when you poke it. The way you
Like
poked
it twitches?
No, like you poked it.
Oh,
It
okay.
moves in response in the way you would expect it to. The engines are, like I said, kind of quiet.
Punch the ocean.
Well, I guess we can turn them on and see if they start.
Alright, let's try an operate check to see if it works.
We're all dead.
We're all done and
Alright, operate is mind?
Exert if you're trying to
Cool.
make it do stuff.
Remember, everybody, the best way to kill your party is to give them a problem they have to solve without combat.
11, 5, 10.
Okay. Yeah, you can get the engines up. They seem like somebody kind of emergency disengaged them for some reason. Actually, even from checking the panels here, you can tell that it looks like whoever was running engineering was trying to set the reactor to blow and got interrupted.
See, this is what you get when you don't deal with professionals. Somebody
had that
can't
done.
set the thing to blow up. Jeez. Amateurs.
But it's like somebody else may have, immediately upon taking this knowledge, just turned everything off.
Mordecai? Are you still on the bridge, Mordecai?
They don't. Yes, I'm here.
Does this thing have like a distress beacon we could take with us if we got off the ship?
There might be emergency kits. I mean, every ship should have an emergency kit with like flares and a homing beacon and stuff. I'm assuming.
It's in the check the glove compartment.
Yeah, check the glove compartment. It might be on the bridge.
Wouldn't that be in the escape pod room?
It might be there too, but there should be several in theory, because the ship could come apart.
I would expect they'd at least be
We've
in
hired
the
experts
actual
with that.
escape pods themselves.
I'm sure the escape pods had them as well, but yeah. There might be one on the bridge, and there might be one elsewhere on the ship. The engineering, maybe. Does anybody go looking?
Actually, would the ship have a jettisonable beacon?
Probably not. You're saying like a buoy?
Yeah, that gets dumped in case something goes wrong with the engines and it starts getting drug into low orbit.
I'm thinking usually they would send signals and do escape pods. I don't think this one have a kind of a buoy system for that, because like I said, they're not intending to go into water.
Well, you could.
Well, no one ever intends to
shoot
go
one
underwater.
out into space, but still, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We find it does have a system. We deploy it sinks to the bottom of Europa because it was meant for space.
Huh, this thing's heavy. Who would have thunk?
Oh, look, it's mostly just to propel itself with gases. Oops.
Also, it was
And lack
pointing
of gravity.
downwards.
And pointing downwards.
Anything, Mordecai?
They're not going to list that here on the bridge. You would need to check wherever the escape pods are.
Okay. So I go to the control panel and just start looking around herself in the
Alright,
engine
just,
room.
just give me a check in the or do a search real quick. This will be for the engine room.
And this is with simplify.
What's your simplify?
Just one.
Alright, well, that's more than good enough. You find an emergency kit. It's got those little space blankets in it. It's got some flares. It has like a little emergency beacon.
She's gonna hold it up, look at the others and go, guys,
It's got a tiny
Yep.
little med kit.
Europa's really small. If we can just get out there, we don't have to survive long.
So we just have to find a way out.
It has a
Without
helpful
going
grief
down.
pamphlet, so you've decided to crash your ship.
Yeah, we literally just need to get onto the surface and set this off. They could be here within minutes.
But we're encased in ice, aren't we?
No, we're crashing to the side of an ice thing.
Yeah.
Or resting against an iceberg,
But we're underwater.
which is the getting up on the surface part.
On the bright side, there's an iceberg right there.
Yeah.
But we also don't know how deep we are on the...
Yeah, that's when the issue is, Son, is it seemed like we were really deep. Like, do we have a straight shot to the surface?
It's probably like well, you guys haven't checked to see how deep you are.
No, we
You've only
looked
checked one
outside
side.
multiple
You only
times,
checked one
like,
side where the ice is. Yeah.
I will look at the nearest window. Is there a breach to the surface?
Let me see what that is.
It's like we checked an upwards window, which is like facing up.
Yeah.
Well, we
can't
could
really see
say
more
at
up.
very least, based on the amount of light that we were able to view, we
You
should be able
could be more
to.
than 40, 50 feet underwater.
Okay, then we should just get out and swim. I mean, that was the issue here, is that it seemed like there was a solid wall of ice above us.
Well, there is in the fact that the ship doesn't go up anymore at that point, but there's a big wall of ice. It's just hard to describe because it's like I can see it.
It's a slanted vertical
Yeah.
thing, so we can see it listing up and drifting up above us, but we could swim along that and get to the surface.
Mm-hmm. Because there's definitely light. You can see the light, so yeah.
Yeah, I think we should just make a break for it and set this off.
Does the ship have weapons?
I'm good after the ship before he kills us.
Shoots the
seriously,
iceberg.
The ship
We
does have
all-
weapons.
It sounds like there's a sheet of ice above us. If there is...
No, there isn't a sheet of ice above us.
Okay, there isn't.
It's
All right.
just a curvature. You guys have slammed into what is basically you know how icebergs have the upper part, and they have a lower part that is below the water. You guys slammed into part of the lower part. That is what you're currently resting in.
The side of the lower part, and there is
Yeah.
an ever so slight slope.
Yeah, above you, and that's kind of blocking your view a bit. But you're right now kind of cradling on that bit of ice that is holding you up.
Well,
So we need to
Is there
find
any of us
air
who
and
can-
hopefully warmth. I used to take swim lessons.
I can swim okay. Well, she looks at her arm. I should be able to.
looking at the
Everyone's
cog.
with the back leg.
I can.
Hey, the baby's having trouble sleeping. We're gonna go
Okay.
check this out.
Okay. Oh, that coffee's still really hot. Okay.
You got hot coffee?
Yes, I have hacked the GTAs.
Oh.
And by that, I mean there is a coffee maker in my room. And so I make coffee.
Nice. So coffee is being had by you in your room. This internet's actually been pretty good tonight.
Yeah, you're really stable.
Yeah.
The
actually
last
surprised.
time you did this, it was pretty terrible, actually.
Which is funny because this is a somewhat lower rent hotel than the last one I was in.
The only thing that's good about this one is clearly the internet.
Mm-hmm. That, and I'm on the ground floor, and I can just walk out to my car in like 3 seconds.
So pretty much better in most ways, except maybe I don't know. Do the blankets smell? Is there mildew? Is it fine?
No, I'm in a really nice room.
Okay, so there's not that overwhelming sense of hopelessness in this room.
Yeah, I'm actually in a king. I've got a couch behind me.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Are you like in a Best Western or something?
No, I'm in a comfort.
Oh, those are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Usually the Best Westerns or the comforts are actually surprisingly good. Depending on where you go. Every once in a while you run into a really terrible one.
Yeah, I usually go quality sometimes, occasionally holiday. I have a lot of different points, cards and such, just in case.
Makes sense.
Well, if Svi's going to be AFK, I'm going to unplug my headphones so I can hear you people if he gets back. And
let's take a quick potty break, everybody. Potty break!
Okay.
Hey,
Hopefully she's good now.
Yo.
Where everybody go?
a short break was called.
Okay.
Of course, it was a short break. It was called by Sam.
Well,
The requisite joke has been made. I will see you all tomorrow. No. So the Assassin's Creed movie was surprisingly decent.
you went and saw it?
Yeah. I didn't want to see Star Wars today because I'm supposed to see it with my brother when I get into town tomorrow. So I went, might as well watch Assassin's Creed.
How was it?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, there were some issues, including the end kind of drags a little long. And it's definitely trying to set itself up for, well, a franchise.
Yeah, the Star Wars movie kind of does that too. It's like it expects there to be one after it. They bring up this whole thing with stolen Death Star plans.
Now they've got to make a sequel about how a bunch of Bothans died trying to get this plans for another Death Star.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know why they need new plans. I'm pretty sure they were just building the same Death Star again.
It's bigger. It's a different ship.
Oh, right. They put a hatch in front of the exhaust
Yeah.
port.
Death Star 2 is like twice the size.
And Death Star 3 is just ridiculous.
Yeah, they actually.
I
made a
mean,
planet.
Star Killer Base.
Okay, I'm back.
The sun returns.
And I can see what Tygon has said.
Uh-oh. Tygon tell on me for making a short joke.
Yes.
Snitch.
Yep, snitch. Golden wings and everything.
He tells on you for everything.
Damn it, Harry Potter's gonna get you now. You want that?
That's what snitches get. They get pottered.
Mm-hmm.
I return.
Back. Alright, who's all still missing?
Unless Toby left, nobody.
Toby, you there? Toby left.
Yep. Alright. Also, possibly Kronos if he left.
I'm gonna go with
Nah, he's still alive, maybe.
Toby, are you there?
I don't think Toby's there yet.
Sammy, are you there?
I'm here.
Sammy, are you there?
Are you sure, Sammy?
Tygon's not mad at me because apparently I sold him out.
Everybody's snitching, eh?
Mm-mm. Thought we had a friendship there. Tragic one. Really tragic one.
Beep, boop, boop, beep.
Also, damn you, Hat Dan, for having to be awake. Because I had completely forgot that you were awake, and I was totally going to fast forward the party over to Mars, but I can't do that logistically. Because you were awake. So they'll have to settle for Europa because of your sins of being awake.
That's your fault. Don't you lie about that
No,
shit.
it's your fault. Your fault we're on Europa now.
Well, I hope Mars is a lot less racist than the version I'm used to from, well, Edgar Rice Burroughs.
Uh-huh.
You know how I would have done it, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
When he was detected,
Mm-hmm.
failed to roll, I would have just gassed the room with knockout gas. Then, suddenly, Mars.
Well, actually, they actually did gas the room with knockout gas. Unfortunately, it's flammable and nobody knew it. So when it hit the Bunsen burner, this,
And all the scientists talk like Mickey. Ho ho!
Well, there was minor release of helium.
Sweet. Can I play a cog like this?
No.
Sam has spoken.
Mhm.
So I believe that,
That means no.
Where's the kill?
I'm back.
Yeah. Right, everyone's here.
Welcome back.
Alright, so you guys have agreed that you're going to try to breach to the surface?
yeah, I think we're going to try to find some way to keep warm and possibly breathing on the way up.
Alright, Mindy has found, oh no, I accidentally did my dude. Shit. Okay, there we go. Has found the, fabled, emergency kit, or one of them, was on the ship. And you just gotta figure out how you're gonna go up.
Well, the air thing is still an idea, right? We just fill up those body bags with air.
Yeah, let's go and fight some of those.
She's going to wave it around the room until it turns into a big inflated bag and zipper it. That is pretty much it.
That is pretty much what you do, right? I think there's two kids running across the room going, ah, these bags.
No, because I can only hold it with one hand and it just goes really awkward.
And then it's quick, zip it! Quick, zip it before the air gets out, right?
Oh.
My air got out again.
Oh, hang on, let me help. So I just teleported air into the bag. She didn't actually. There's just air in the bag. I'm gonna say I'm doing it right now. I'm teleporting air into the bag.
We've got
Why
medical
medics so
equipment.
cool?
I'm sure there's like a lung pumper.
Mm-hmm. There is like a respirator type thing that would fill that with air.
That's the technical term.
Straight
Lung
oxygen.
pumper.
Lung pumper. Shush. Don't fuck my inability to make words today.
Once we finish the lung pepper, can we go down to the bakery and buy some spinnies?
So, ignoring
Okay,
the
let's grab
children.
a few of the medical blankets.
Grab some medical blankets. You guys have your gear. Have you told the rest of the party what you're doing?
Well, everyone that's in engineering has probably been privy to overhearing us.
So as long as Alton came with us to engineering, the one who
Probably.
doesn't know is Harold.
We can just call it up to the top and be like,
Mordecai.
okay, so I think we're gonna swim for it. We got inflatable bags and some blankets, and clearly we're the luckiest jerks in the world, right? Because we've lived this long.
And if you think about it, Europe is one of the best places we could crash. It's like it's tiny. Our response team doesn't have to go far.
Speak for yourself.
I'm sure you can run away again once we get like up top. Is it actual authorities that want you, or like bad people?
I suppose if you can think this is a better opportunity, you don't have to leave.
Logistically, at this point, both.
Okay, your name is Knowlton.
You're bad at this, kid.
Yeah,
Fault.
really.
Brilliant. Shut up. She's awesome.
Well, you only have to change one letter for it to be a different name.
At least she didn't go with like a Cindy or Mindy version.
You're Frankie now.
Alright. You guys managed to put together your little things. Bella's going to somehow produce some mostly singed rope and start tying things together because she's
Man, those backpacks are fucking amazing.
Mostly convinced that, you know, we should probably be okay. But those backpacks are worth every penny, by the way.
We're gonna tie our inflatable bags together too.
Mm-hmm.
We got our inflatable bags all tied together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, where do we want to do this, from the window?
Well,
There would be a lot of water rushing in. But I guess it's going to happen no matter what.
I think, I guess depending on whether or not you want to try to save any part of the ship.
I don't care about the ship!
Well, then what we could do, I guess, is try to open it up on the top, and then when all the air goes, you know, shooting out, we'll just ride it up.
It's genius!
It'd be really difficult to control, at least initially, but
all we gotta do is go up.
could theoretically work.
Okay.
As long as we don't suffer
Bella's gonna hit the
massive...
communicator. Mordecai, are you coming with us?
Out of character, Europa doesn't have a breathable atmosphere, does it?
It does
No,
in HSD now, I think, doesn't it?
No, it was never terraformed.
Oh.
No, but
But if that were an issue and we currently had surface water exposed, we'd be dealing with a much different situation anyway. So I assumed we were under some kind of dome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if there's surface water, we're under a dome, which means we have breathable atmosphere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means the ship punched through a dome.
yeah, the problem is there's already a response team flying around.
Yeah,
Well,
they
there's
just aren't
never
sure
been a
exactly where it
before.
hit.
The domes are big. They're, you know, very large objects, so.
Mhm.
We poked a small hole in it, it's sealed up. They're probably looking for us.
Mm-hmm.
Probably to sue whoever flew the ship in.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll make my way up to them.
Right now, they're trying to decide: did you go all the way to the bottom of the water, or not? Because there's a point where they don't look anymore. They're like, it hit water. Do we keep looking? Alright, so you guys are all meeting up?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you have cobbled together your little situation. Belle is going to let you know she's going to try to handle Hector, but she's gonna have to tie a loop around Mantis to just kind of drag him along behind, but she's gonna focus on Hector.
He's still in a bag, right?
Yeah, he's still in a bag.
Well, if the bag's inflated, hopefully we just have to keep him tethered.
Oxygen versus that amount of body mass, he might need a little bit of pulling.
Are you calling him fat?
I'm just saying.
Technically, we should already be close to being able to be buoyant with body mass, but
Yeah. It should be close. So. But she's still probably going to need to guide him up so he doesn't get trapped under the ice, so she's going to try and make sure he's okay. Alright. So she's like, okay, so how you guys doing this?
Well, I'm gonna take my shiny pet and I'm gonna stuff it inside the inflatable bag.
good idea.
And be like, okay, you be safe. I guess we're just gonna hold our breath and swim really hard.
We're opening this. We're hopping in a side door or something, are we?
Open
Yeah,
up an airlock, just go for it.
Yeah.
this is gonna push us out really hard, and it's gonna be really cold.
Wait. Yeah. Okay.
Like really cold.
Should we get into the airlock first and then open the door so that?
Well, I think the idea was to have the entire ship vent its air supply. So
But should we just stand in the airlock with the door open behind us and then open the outer door so that we don't open it from the inside and then hit the walls that are in front of the airlock?
Yeah, that would
I'll be honest, in general, being in the airlock and having the door shut behind us would probably be better, just because otherwise all that running water is just going to run you straight back through the ship, and you're going to have a hell of a time resisting it.
Yeah. Water is a very persuasive force.
It'll even out a hell of a lot quicker if we just have the one thing flood and then just swim out.
It sounds like it's going to be less complicated for us getting thrown around because the water's going to be coming in as it pushes the air out. So.
All right,
That's
well,
good.
we'll just go with that then.
Right.
Okay, so we'll get in the airlock and flood it.
And then we have a little more control of a little countdown to brace. Is it better to let all the air out of your lungs first, or is it better? Should we hold our breaths?
Hold your
You're
breath.
supposed to let it out as you go up.
Okay.
Don't they have medical breathers here?
Did you grab them?
She's saying that right there and then.
I didn't grab any. Did you grab any?
I will try a logic roll to see if I would have thought of that. I would have thought of things.
Ty is wearing 3. He's not sure.
I give.
The girls can each have one.
Yay!
She's going to look at hers and then look at Belle and then hold it out to Belle.
No, that's for us!
Belle's gonna shake her head and go, I'll be fine. Put that on you.
She's secretly a
I'm
robot.
going to stay near you. If you need it, we'll share, okay?
Okay.
Mindy wants a make-out session with them.
Oh, you want to trade oxygen? Okay.
It's funny. As Cindy puts hers on, there's a tag dangling from the side that says, "First secure yourself before securing the child."
Yeah,
Alright.
putting Mindy's on. Getting into the airlock.
All right. I'm assuming somebody hits a thing, and the airlock begins to count down.
God damn it, I keep getting the countdown theme in my head.
It's the All right.
Okay, I got 7.
Sudden rush. The door flings open.
What's
You
up?
are bashed suddenly with cold, icy waters that flood in as you are forced around inside the airlock and pulled out into the open ocean.
I assumed we were going to try and cycle the airlock to flood it, but this worked as well.
Oh.
Yeah, we were talking about Rush. You two wasn't in the scene.
I thought you guys were trying to make this explosive boom happen.
Well, that was with all of the oxygen behind the ship behind us. Ran.
Oh, okay.
But
Were you guys trying to do it slow and careful? Sorry, I might have misinterpreted. I don't want to mess this up.
what was the plan of the people that suggested this part?
I didn't have any involvement in this.
That was Alton and Harold.
We just go.
Okay, so yeah, this is the way we're doing it, Sam. Continue.
Alright, okay, because I was trying to interpret what the plan was, and I must have misunderstood. Anyway, you're suddenly pulled out into the open ocean. The light from the surface winks at you from about 50 feet up. We will now be
What are
doing
you hitting
endurance
on me?
check. Slide to swim up. So, body, endurance,
That's
athletics.
endure? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be endure, because you're pulling yourself up out of the water.
This is gonna go so well.
I think I can actually technically take survival on this.
Yeah, that's fine.
That
If you can use survival or athletics.
equally as well. Good to know. Yeah!
Wow.
Fuck yeah!
Oh,
Worst
shit.
possible roll I could
Cogs
have
aren't meant for
had.
water.
+1, I think. Whew. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I actually had D12s in that. I'm alright.
Oh, well, yeah, you probably can breathe underwater.
She's kind of discovering that right now, actually.
You're a Vaporeon.
She's sort of is.
I just want to
Yes,
see
she's the one of them.
I just want to see Cindy. Water
The
cannon.
thing is, I'm using the rebreather at the moment, so I don't know that I can do it. And I'm
It's really
depriving Belle
effective.
of one.
The sad thing is, the rebreather's actually just going to an empty tube that isn't connected to anything.
Oh shit. Okay, so after briefly inhaling water.
Is it just hers?
Actually, a rebreather wouldn't need a tank.
Well, I think we were talking about the medical.
The little medical mask that they grabbed from
yeah.
Ty. No, Ty would have grabbed actual ones. They're actual ones. Okay, so, Ali, you did that with you having your fault from not having an arm, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Did
basically
Harold-
just
Harold
drops it
rolled,
down to a
right? Okay.
+3.
So I got a 9 from Harold. Is that right?
Yeah.
9 from Harold. Alright, everybody passed except for Alton. Alton
Yeah.
begins to sink like a rock.
I'm gonna turn around
And
to try
he
to
begins
grab
to
him.
drag everybody sort of down with, because you're all tied together.
Wait, why did I don't remember intending to let this happen.
But you guys are doing well enough, you're still able to tread upward, but Alton is pulling you down right now. So you aren't making as much
That's
distance
when
as you
Ty
could.
turns with the knife and cuts all the free.
I'm sorry! We have to lessen the load!
I'm going to. Cause where are we in this string? Who's where?
What is your guys' order? Because I just assumed you're all tied together, but I didn't know what you did. I know Belle is right next to Blackie's character and the Mantis, so she's tied with those two.
Right, I imagine the ones in the body bags are probably attached to whatever we're using for extra flotation, so probably at the lead, right?
Mm.
I hadn't realized we were all getting.
Yeah, I wasn't. I thought just a couple of. I thought we were just looking up the bell. I wasn't there.
Oh, okay. So nobody's tied up to Alton then. Yeah, what
No.
is just Belle
Yeah,
tied
I
up to
think
herself?
we were all independent, and then the body bags were like strings that we were holding on to, or something.
Okay. Well, Belle's tied up to those two, and then there's the body bag thing separately. Who's actually using the body bags as extra flotation devices?
I would be because I'm sticking near Bell.
Yeah, I would if I could get one, but
Yeah,
Yeah, there were supposed to be tethers on them.
Yeah. Okay, so
The
those
Alton
two are
is holding-
definitely using one. You're kind of swimming free. So Alton begins to drop like a rock.
I will turn and grab him and promptly realize that I'm moving at full speed when everybody else isn't, which will somewhat shock me.
Okay, so give me a dexterity to grab him, or reflexes, basically. To turn
I
around
can just
and
swim down to him.
Oh, you just swim down to
Have
him,
that
okay.
for motion in water.
She's.
Alright. Suddenly, Cindy appears and grabs onto Alton, and
Great.
I guess you're going to do body exert to pull him up.
Yeah, I'll have the tongue. Unless we have enough string on the flotation.
Actually, that would
bag.
be endurance, wouldn't it? Yeah, this will be endurance. Well, you're not on a string, so...
I was hoping to bring it down to him. Maybe I could just get him up to it. D12. D12. What's my athletics? 1.
On the
Unfortunately,
bright
I'm
side,
not
he's the
sure.
person who needs the least amount of oxygen.
Alright, we're solid.
I have a solid 10 minutes or I don't need it.
Alright, I'm gonna push him up, and Vaporeon Tail's gonna be working at it.
You get another check than Alton. You're being assisted by Cindy, which is making it easier. So you pass.
I passed this
Alright.
time.
I get him to
Yep, it's a sin.
the
And I didn't crit fail this time.
All right.
I'm gonna look at Cindy and do this like shrug, like I don't know.
Give me Mindy.
You are Cindy.
I keep fucking him up. Whatever.
Mindy, seeing her sister going majestically through the water, will briefly try and move the same way with no wiggle. Does not work. Looks disappointed.
Alright. As you guys are starting to swim
How-
upward, it is
How
time.
are the people without air looking?
They're treading upward. Nobody has done badly, so they're making it, but it's a long way. They're all gonna need to make another check, body endurer. You can feel the water actually feels like oh my god.
That is better than I expected.
Is this another survival rule?
It's survival or
athletics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't matter which stat I'm using, it's the same roll.
Alright, so
No, I think technically you don't need to because you can swim naturally, right?
you don't
No, it's the cold. I don't have any protection against the cold.
Okay.
Alright, well, Cindy and Mindy are fine. Everybody else seems to falter in the water. Alton, very specifically, is having issues treading. Partially because, his arm's not working right, he's made of metal, and he wasn't meant for this shit.
He's got feet that aren't really built for water.
We kind of did the big floaty bags though, didn't we? Just now.
Just bring me up to it. So
You brought him up to it, but yeah, he's
We need to secure him to the floaty bags.
you need to tie him to the floaty bags, is basically.
Right. Seeing that Cindy has Alton, Mindy's going to go for Ty and try and assist him.
Alright, Ty is actually secured, or has been hanging out with one of the balloons as well, right? So he isn't making any progress, neither is Mordecai. They aren't making progress, but they haven't started.
They're not sinking.
Down. They're not sinking, but they're not.
Okay, so I don't. Okay, well,
You don't, have to,
that then.
you don't need to rescue them from the abyss like Alton.
Okay, cool.
Alton is in danger occasionally of going to see an orca on his very own.
Don't worry, the crushing depths will get him far before that.
I'll start pushing him up as best I can. At this point, she's probably gonna there's no way for her to really test the water breathing thing. She doesn't think she can. She's not gonna experiment with it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there is one way to test it. But
I will say that you can tell because Harold and Ty are going to need to be under longer. They are probably going to start having problems.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to share my breathing apparatus with him until I feel the need to breathe again.
I've got a breathing apparatus.
So I can give it to Harold
Yeah.
or Mordecai. Yeah, Mordecai, you're being offered a rebreather.
I'll take it.
Okay. Alright, one more check, guys.
I will swim down to try to help out, pushing up there. My dad's
I passed this time.
I
everyone!
continue to surprise myself with how not horrible
except
I am rolling.
Ty actually passes though because he needs to simplify because he's using.
Oh, okay, cool.
Choice. Everyone passes, but only Mindy breaches surface
Dun dun dun.
because she didn't fail on any of the rolls.
Or go back to help somebody.
I keep swimming backwards. Yeah.
You keep swimming backwards. So Mindy, you have breached surface. You can see ice. You can try start clawing your way up next turn. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone else, one last roll. Come on, do it. Don't fall in. Don't roll a 1.
You jinxed it. I'm blaming you for that.
She's gonna go down there and keep trying to tow them up.
I am really specifically blaming you for that.
Alright, I'm gonna do strength rolls to try to yank them up.
Why is it whenever I say that, it happens?
Why is it that you always say
I
that?
don't know if we don't call attention to it first.
Yeah.
Harold made it to the top, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I still don't realize I haven't got my breathing apparatus back. Not starting for her.
Alright, so Ty and Alton are flailing underneath.
I will
just
be
hand
pulling
waving
back.
that Belle and them are just acing their way up because I'm way too lazy to deal with them right now. Mordecai, you breach the surface. Ali, if you want to give me a survival check to pull yourself out of the water, I guess.
Survival?
Well, they can do body exerts athletics. Remember, you have a negative because you have one arm.
Yep. So, -1 to that. I think I'm still okay.
Alright, you can pull yourself up onto the ice. It is suddenly so cold. Because you're coming out of cold water into ice. Alright, but Mordecai, you are above the surface. You can see the iceberg that Mindy is trying to claw her way up onto, which she has gotten up onto. Below the surface, your friends still struggle. Continue the struggle, please.
I will haul them up. That's my strength roll to try to get them upward further.
So
can I help with that? Oh wait, they're not out of water.
We're in the water still.
Okay, so you're just gonna haul them out. Okay, so
well, the goal was to boost them. I shouldn't have too much trouble with Ty, but I'm mostly trying to give them hands up. So
okay, all right. So Cindy manages to ultimate Baywatch MVP pull Alton and Ty out of the water, dragging them towards the edge of the iceberg. Is
it far enough that I could reach down and help? Or is it too far?
It's probably too far right now.
Okay.
But yeah. But everybody can try to pull themselves out of the iceberg now, which I'll just hand wave everybody. You can all help each other. So Mindy, you can help pull them out.
Okay.
And soon you guys are all sitting, shivering. There's ice. Your breath is, just snowflakes in front of you. The sky is blue and beautiful with clouds. Occasionally you see freighters go by.
I'm going to open my mouth to talk to Mindy and then probably.
Oh look, you are a Vaporeon. Okay, what were you saying, Alton?
I was saying 2 fun facts. I just read in the book. 1, my Megaliths can't work right now because it's ice over foot thick. 2, I'm actually really fucking lucky to live through that because looking through the book, I can't swim more than a hex a turn.
Yeah, you were hauled. You had flotation devices and people.
You were carried.
Yeah, I was gonna say as a specifically maglev cog, I have that problem.
Yes. Basically, you've been looking outside the whole time, going, "So this is death."
Mindy is gesturing to the bag with the blankets in them. Someone can open those up while she's trying to set up this beacon.
I know. I'll bash it with my wrench. That'll be a great idea for how to get open the bag.
Open up the survival pack and fumbling, trying to get it working.
I'm just waiting for somebody to try to get Ty, and I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
I'm too small to be useful in that sense. Jeez. Want to go for Harold? He's person-sized.
He's person-sized.
A majority of us would be able to fit in there.
I'll have you know that inside Harold there is an entire skeleton that you could make a whole person out of.
I guess since Sam implied that he was quite large, maybe we could just go for the bat.
Ty, how do I make this start?
What are you trying to do?
The little beacon she's holding.
Alright, I'm gonna try and Fonzie this shit. So...
don't break!
Operate check.
Go for it.
I'd imagine it's actually really simple, but
It is. It's actually just a point and click.
Yeah.
So don't roll.
Oh my
5. He's fine.
I'm just looking at the first 2 numbers and going, oh my god, yeah, you point and click that. Into the air. It's just
oh, it's a flare?
Well, it actually gets shot up into the air, and then it's kind of got a little oh, actually, wait. You're doing the
it's a beacon. Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically like a little spear thing. You just stab it in the ground and it starts running.
Shoots up in the air, then projects a
That's not what it's supposed to do.
Right here.
I'm like, I thought we were doing a flare gun. I was like, all right, yeah. It's like, oh wait, yeah.
Beep 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 boom.
Wow, that's what you shoot off when you see something approximately.
Everyone's toggles are suddenly alive.
Ah!
Oh god.
Water alive. By the way, there's so many stored up ads for everybody.
Status.
Mindy's not going to go grab a blanket.
Status.
The toggles are alive. With the
And within
Need to update my Facebook status. Relationship. Rose.
an update to your toggles at West. Would
I
you
just
like
checked
to-
in an iceberg.
Is anyone else's toggle asking to upgrade to Windows 10?
okay, all the people that are susceptible to weather, which I think
think
is
it's all
pretty
of
much
us.
everybody but Alton, isn't it? I don't think he's susceptible to cold.
Yo.
Give me a survival and body endurance.
Oh man, I've already passed way too many of those, Sam.
I know.
Yeah, it's going to be ones from here on out.
Oh god, I made an 8.
You did.
This is with a simplify,
Nice.
but also a complicated, I'd imagine, so it cancels out, but either way.
Oh. Okay, so
I still did better than I expected.
yeah, you did. Okay, so let me double check here.
Can
Okay,
we
so
huddle
the
together
first-
for one?
the
Oh
first-
god, he's made of metal.
The first person to succumb to the cold is Ty. Ty, it gets so cold that you reach this point where in the euphoria you feel comfort in being so cold.
He's a testicle.
You just start to drift off, and he just kind of crumples.
I would slap him, but I'm worried he'd shatter.
And so he falls unconscious. Shortly after him goes Bell. And
No.
last to fall is Mordecai.
Mindy is going to try and take whatever looks flammable, which everything's wet, so probably not much, but she's going to be trying to light little fires magically.
Like a can of Sterno in there or something.
Is there anything in the survival kit that's like,
Oh my god, I've got my bag, right? We got all our stuff.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
That fucking cube I bought years ago.
I was going to call me be looking at
her.
you going, yeah, they're supposed to be falling asleep.
Oh,
No.
hang on. She's gonna slap her freaking cube and create a freaking 10x10 perfect shelter that I bought ages ago.
Slightly crit speed.
she's going to start dragging Belle in.
Alright.
Let's put him in
I was
there.
trying method acting there, but unfortunately I've had too much coffee.
Yeah. Well, as you drag everybody in, and you start to warm them back up to the point where you feel like that they're not slipping into a worse position than they were, because that was actually dangerous.
We're not
You can hear-
reacting the classic. Somebody was in really cold, freezing water, so we're trying to heat them up. That means you're going to
Strip naked and cuddle.
Yeah, we're not reenacting that, are we?
No.
No, we're
No.
going into the small little 10x10 that they just made instead. Anyway,
Cool.
so about the time you
There's
guys
a fire
start,
in the middle.
you
We
can
should
start
warm
feeling
fire
you can
on
start
fire
feeling
fire.
warmth and dryness on the people that you're tending to, and got wrapped in blankets in there, and you guys are chattering a bit if you're not inside the thing, but you're doing okay when you hear the sound of engines coming close and kind of a whoop whoop siren
Heading
alerting.
outside.
Yep. There is a small, looks like almost a hovercraft across the on the water, coming close to you guys. Hey, are you having a bit of a problem?
We crashed into the ocean and we went through the water.
Oh man, you guys
Yeah.
are lucky to be alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought this thing a while ago because I thought it was a lunchbox. It's not.
Man, you guys like scared the crap out of air traffic control earlier.
It scared us too.
You're about to be a lot more scared, by the way.
Oh, that's good. All
The
right.
escape pods may have been carrying bad things.
No, the escape pods are fine. We're all fine. Please warm us up.
What?
Huh?
Can we go to a warm place?
All right, they're gonna pull up alongside and start motioning you on board. Come on in. We'll get you warm. We gotta get you checked out.
Can you rub my beaver till it wakes up? She says it and presents
Good night,
the
everybody.
catches beavers.
And good night,
Well, thank
everybody.
you. We peaked.
Well, that is as far as we can possibly go in this campaign. Thank you guys. That was fun.
Iceberg sinks, everybody dies.
Well, Orca suddenly breaches the surface. Everyone died.
So, what was the name of the ship we were on? Titanic?
So, it was the ginormous Titanica. Okay, so it was actually the Unsinkable. No,
No, it was
USS
big.
Oops.
It was the massive.
it was the massive. All right, so
The really
You guys
honking
are-
big.
huddled on board, and their medical technician starts to look you over. My dog is angry.
That bag has my pet. Don't be scared of it, okay?
What's your?
Oh,
Oh my
no,
god! What the hell is that? Is that a bug?
It's a
No, it's a
mantis.
Oh, that one. You know, we
Yes.
have other pets too.
Yeah, but that one just likely to scare people.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Here, wow, you guys are twins. That's cool. Yeah, you guys, just get.
You can tell us apart by the subtle differences. She says, waving her stump.
Yeah.
I gotta hand it to you. That was pretty good.
I don't know. I felt so myself.
I guess we'll call you Lefty, huh?
Ah,
Disability.
Oh, okay. Here, let's get you wrapped up. All right. It's gonna take a couple minutes. We'll get you back to shore, and you can talk to our major and give them the
what
full.
dome is this?
This is Dome D5.
The Metro.
That's a dumb name.
He sunk my
Your
battleship.
dome doesn't have a name.
Well, it has a name, but that's our designation.
This is a military dome.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's pretty dumb.
It wasn't our ship, you know. We're not going to be built right.
I can't really say.
It was progenitus.
Comets
It was a progenitus act of anger.
terrorism.
Might have been theft. We might actually be stolen property. We're not really sure.
Twice.
Listen, this might be like above my pay grade.
What's your name?
Run by Beaver.
Wait, turn around. I want to see your name tag.
All right, here's the tag.
What's it say?
PAEIOU.
PAEIOU.
It's a
Payon?
P and a dot, and then AEIOU.
Oh. P dot.
Yeah.
Just gonna look at it.
AU?
AU.
Ew.
AU. John Madden.
Yeah, the pilot is J. Madden.
John Madden.
All right, listen. When we get you guys sit down, like I said, you're gonna have to give a full report when we get to shore.
I'm Mindy.
Hi, Mindy. Okay, listen. And you're.
I'm Cindy.
Oh, it's like your sisters. Okay.
Yes.
We were in the water.
You were okay.
I swim better than I thought I did.
You sound drunk.
This may not be important to you, but it's actually quite a revelation. I mean, I swim a lot better than I thought I did.
I couldn't swim like that.
All right.
Right?
You are a little disadvantaged.
All right. So they look over to.
Oh yeah, because she's missing an arm, right?
They look over to Alton, who is surprisingly the only other conscious person in the party.
Yeah, I was gonna say, my comment can't have been in character. I'm unconscious.
So
I thought I would've woke up by
Alton's
now.
the only other conscious person in the party right now as they start to pull away from the iceberg. And they go, "So, sir, are these your daughters?" And that's where we end for the week. Which
There's a
gives you-
resounding God no from everybody here that's awake.
No, he just gives a really flat no.
All of those asleep wake up and go, ah!
Which gives you guys a week to think of what are you gonna lie to the cops about.
I don't have shit to lie about.
Yeah.
Everything.
Just spill the whole thing and let them deal
I
with
actually
it.
have a really important question. Were those actually like IRPF?
They
There'd
are
be TTI out here, wouldn't it?
they'd be TTI. Yeah.
Okay. If it was IRPF, you would have fucked off the minute they came in view.
Well, if you're in trouble on Europa, I think you're probably in trouble with TTI.
Yeah.
Global. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, where are you gonna fuck off to too? Are you gonna go into the ocean?
Anywhere that's not the cops.
You're gonna go, oh look, it's the cops. Ocean.
I'm swimming again.
Well,
Yeah,
there you go,
that makes
guys.
Ah, sweet TTI. I got some rip with those guys.
I will be dealing with TTI in our next session.
Apparently, so do we.
Okay, so we're gonna get into the spire, and then we're gonna somehow crash the spire.
Alright, everybody did so well today. I'm gonna give everybody a special Christmas 12 XP.
On the
And,
12th day of Christmas, I got
And-
12.
and you're also all going to get 150 credits.
Ooh, shiny.
Because there was so much loot that nobody had time to go through.
We were panicking.
We were efficient.
Sorry, what was that number again?
150.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It was possible you guys could have dislodged the ship and started falling into the ocean.
Yeah, that's why I wanted off it really quick.
That's kind of why I didn't really want to try to use the engines in any regard.
The sad part was, Ty, at one point there, during the whole "do you see it, hear anything?" You missed out on all of the battle that was going across the ship, and like you didn't hear the freaking escape pods go. You didn't hear them try to set off the freaking
Missed might be the wrong word so much as luckily avoided.
Yeah, because there's all these panics that could have happened for you that you just got to just sit back and chill through. Hey, I would like to point out they kept their ceasefire. They ditched the ship and did nothing to technically kill you, but they didn't leave you any escape pods.
They left us to die, but you know, they didn't kill us.
That's not technically killing us.
directly.
Yeah, it worked for Batman in the first of the new movies. Come on.
They,
Oh yeah, because go around.
Oh
They
no,
let-
Save us.
they let
I'm
the
pretty
ship
sure that
fall
was
where they
actually a
did.
prequel to Taken, so you know, Batman's could be screwed.
I mean, they were pretty much convinced either you'd make it or you wouldn't.
Well, but yeah, it is kind of a binary. There's no halfway. We weren't going to Schrodinger that situation.
Yeah.
We were at once dead and alive.
Alright, well, hopefully you guys had fun tonight, and that was okay. And once again, I'd like to call attention to my favorite Kickstarter, if anybody's interested in it. And
Oh,
it's
right, are we gonna
called
play something?
Friday the 13th. No, I mean, it's, you know, the HSD mini.
Buy miniatures! Unlock them!
Unlock the minis!
Buy miniatures! Buy them now!
And also, if you have any money left over, Friday the 13th is pretty cool.
Quick question regarding next week.
Yeah, next week. Are we going to be doing next week?
I'm here.
I think I'm
What
gonna be
is
here.
that date? 29th?
The
I think so.
29th.
Yeah.
Or fine
It'll
for
be
us.
my first day back to work. I would have done the morning show as usual. I might be running on less sleep, but I should be around for
Okay. Will Kronos be around?
That should be fine.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll see if we have Blackie or not. It might be that Blackie needs to take over the Mantis. I don't know. Unfortunately, I think.
Oh, has the Mantis got head injury now too? Damn it.
Oh, not head injury.
Dependent on how the next game goes, I will also try and have a sheet for my next character ready.
Oh, just in case.
We're at the very real point where Al might just up and fuck off.
Yeah, it's fair.
If there had been an escape pod, he actually was going to severely consider ditching the group.
Just bye, guys.
I went back and tried to
He does
save
not want to
you.
be here. He doesn't want to be here with them. He doesn't want to be with the people they're with right now.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
There's a number of factors of the I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do all this extra swimming.
Hey, you
Well,
are a hero.
just keep swimming.
I'd like to
Just-
say this almost completely redeems you for ripping Ali's arm off.
Oh, she was forgiven.
Almost.
Almost.
Just because you're forgiven doesn't mean you're redeemed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna turn off the stream
Looking
now
at you,
because they don't need to
Darth
hear us talking. Because they're probably just.
Yes, they must hear.
They don't
I
like
am
it.
going to hop up to Blackjack and Hooks.
Oh.